Played tonight at Newcastle. Well, last week, the Eagles found themselves behind for the first time this season after
KWYO Sheridan.
And a very good evening, everyone. Shane Parker with you here tonight. Welcome to another evening of Sheridan Bronc football. This is your first Federal Bank and Trust pregame show. Tonight, your undefeated and number one ranked 6-0 Sheridan Broncs travel to Casper to take on the 1-5 Kelly Walsh Trojans. Tonight on the pregame show, we will dissect tonight's matchup, both offensively and defensively. We will hear from our very own Kevin Coyle, who will break down the history of this matchup, as well as hear from Sheridan Bronc head coach Jeff Mowry as the Broncs get ready for another Friday night battle. All this and more coming up next as we continue right here on the First Federal Bank and Trust pregame show.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
When the roads turn bad, you find out in a hurry if you need new tires. Hi, this is Chris Hayden with Hammer Chevrolet. Come in and let's get a new set of tires on your vehicle and get you safely on your way. We carry brand names like BF Goodrich, Bridgestone, Continental, Dunlop, Firestone, Goodyear, Michelin, Pirelli, Uniroyal, and more. With our price match guarantee, you never have to wait for a tire sale. Provide us with a better price at the time of purchase, and we'll match it. Find a better price within 30 days of the purchase, and we'll refund the difference. You can't beat our tire price match guarantee from Hammer Chevrolet. Online at hammerchevy.com.
It's been an exciting year to watch football so far. You never know what's going to happen. Make sure you watch all the action and don't miss a single game at your football headquarters, the Oasis Lounge at the Ramada Plaza. They've got the NFL package. The Oasis Lounge is open 7 days a week and opens at 10 a.m. on Sundays with food and drink specials just for football. The Oasis Lounge inside the Ramada Plaza in Sheridan.
Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT with EBA Hearing and Sound. Hearing well is living well, and we're here to help.
Not only are we able to provide premier hearing aid technology with Bluetooth and AI, but we can address the environment in which you are hearing.
Our sound consultation services tailor solutions to fit your needs. Whether at work, at church, or at home, if you're struggling to hear, we can help.
Call EBA Hearing and Sound today.
all local.
Welcome back to Casper's Harry Geldine Stadium here on the campus of Kelly Walsh High School. As we take a closer look at the 4A standings after the first 6 weeks of the season, the Broncs are now the only undefeated team in 4A after upsetting Cheyenne East last Friday night 42-39. They now stand at 6-0. Cheyenne East and Casper Natrona are next with 5-1 records. Campbell County and Cheyenne Central are both 4-2 and looking to finish in the top 4 to get a home playoff game. Thunder Basin is sitting 6th right now with a 3-3 record, while Laramie, Rock Springs, and these Kelly Walsh Trojans are all 1-5. 2 of the 3 will make the playoffs if they can find a way to pick up a couple more wins. And Cheyenne South rounds out the 4A with a 0-6 record. The other 4A games tonight have a great matchup as Casper Natrona will play at Campbell County. Cheyenne Central will take on Cheyenne East in what is known as the Capital Bowl. Laramie is playing at Thunder Basin, and Rock Springs will play at Cheyenne South. Coming up next here on the First Federal Bank and Trust pregame show, our very own Kevin Coyle will take a look at the history of tonight's matchup between Sheridan and Kelly Walsh, which dates all the way back to 1965. All that and more coming up right here on the First Federal Bank and Trust pregame show here on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM, also streaming live on SheridanMedia.com.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust, online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
Take advantage of Jeep Adventure Days this month at Sheridan Motors. From the open road to the Bighorn Mountains, Jeep is always ready for the ride. Visit Sheridan Motors at 3270 Wrench Drive and check out our all-new Jeep inventory, accessories, gifts, and more. Premium 2022 Jeep vehicles are in stock now, with even more coming soon, so don't miss out. Excellent financing and special incentives may be available to those who qualify. Come see what Jeep Adventure Days is all about at Sheridan Motors.
Brand identity is an integral part of your company. It's how the public views your organization and relates to your business. The folks at Alpha Graphics are experts in helping you grow your brand through strategic and consistent marketing plans. Their goal is to help you get noticed and get business. Go to alphagraphicssheridan.com to request a quote today, or stop by their new location at 2266 North Main Street in Sheridan.
Have you been to the showroom at Thompson Master Masons? If you're thinking about doing a masonry project, you need to stop by and check it out. Thompson's located on the corner of Broadway and 11th in Sheridan with a showroom full of brick and stone samples. They offer both man-made and natural stone. As a matter of fact, Thompson Master Masons has the widest selection of stone, block, and brick in town. Wholesale or retail, contact Thompson Master Masons.
Do you have family coming to town and not enough room in your home to accommodate them? Book them a room at the Candlewood Suites in Sheridan. They'll enjoy features like fully equipped kitchens that include a microwave, full-size refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding views of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll feel right at home. Call the Candlewood Suites 307-675-2100.
Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming is proud to welcome fellowship-trained sports medicine surgeon Dr. Daniel Lichty to their world-class team. Whether you're an athlete or wanting to continue your active lifestyle, Dr. Lichty proudly offers a full spectrum of bone, joint, and muscle care to help you stay strong. Visit BHOSC.com to learn more. Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming, specializing in what moves you. Now open in Sheridan at 1301 Avon Street, Suite A at the Burton Flats.
The Wyoming Way. Living in the 307 is close to heaven, and the home we love is made all the better when we take care of our neighbors. When you bank with the Bank of Sheridan, your money stays here, working in our community as hard as you do. We offer great rates and service, and all loan decisions are made locally. You work hard out there. Let us do the same for you. Stop by today and experience the local difference. It's the Wyoming Way. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For Sheridan Media Sports, I'm Kevin Coyle with your Sheridan County High School Football History Report for Week 6 of 2022. Information provided by Wyoming-football.com. For Sheridan at Kelly Walsh, this game kicks off at 6 p.m. Sheridan won the first meeting between the two teams in 1965, while Kelly Walsh got its first win in 1966. Sheridan leads the series 41-21, including the postseason, and has won the last 17 meetings between the two teams and 18 of the last 19. The last KW win was in 2009. As far as games at Kelly Walsh go, Sheridan leads the series 15-12, and in the last 4 games at KW, Sheridan has won by a combined score of 153-17. The longest Kelly Walsh win streak versus Sheridan is 6 from 2002 to 2007, while the longest Sheridan win streak versus Kelly Walsh is the current 17-game streak, which started in the 2009 playoff semifinals. Kelly Walsh has shut out Sheridan 7 times, the last in 2006, while Sheridan has shut out Kelly Walsh 5 times, the last being last year. The largest margin of victory for Kelly Walsh versus Sheridan is 63 in 2004, 63 zip, while the largest margin of victory for Sheridan versus Kelly Walsh is 49 in 1993, 56-7. The most points that Kelly Walsh has scored in a game versus Sheridan is 63 in 2004, 63 zip, while the most points that Sheridan has scored in a game versus Kelly Walsh is 62 in 2019, 62-14. The two teams have gone to overtime once versus each other in 2002, with Sheridan winning that game 27-21. For Tongue River at Burns, this game kicks off at 2 p.m. Burns won the first meeting between the two teams in the 2012 semifinals, while Tongue River got its first win last year. Burns leads the series 6-1, including the postseason. As far as games at Burns go, Burns leads the series 4-0, including a forfeit win in 2013. Tongue River's longest winning streak versus Burns is the current 1-game streak that started last year, while Burns' longest winning streak versus TR is 6 from 1989 to 2020. No games played from 1990 to 2008 and from 2014 to 2019. Neither team has ever shut out the other. Burns' largest margin of victory versus Tongue River is 27 in 2012, 40-13, while TR's largest margin of victory versus Burns is 4 last year, 12-8. The most points that Burns has scored in a game versus TR is 40 in 2012, 40-13, while the most points that Tongue River has scored in a game versus Burns is 14 in 2009, lost 27-14. The two teams have never had a game versus each other go to overtime. For Bighorn at Newcastle, this game kicks off at 6 p.m. Bighorn won the first meeting between the two teams in 2009, while Newcastle got its first win in 2011. Bighorn leads the series 10-1, including the postseason, and has won the last 8. Newcastle's only win versus Bighorn was in 2011. As far as games at Newcastle go, BH leads the series 4-1. Bighorn's longest winning streak versus Newcastle is the current 8-game streak that started in 2012, no games played from 2017 to 2019, while Newcastle's longest win streak versus Bighorn is 1 in 2011. Bighorn has shut out Newcastle 2 times, the last being last year, while Newcastle has never shut out Bighorn. BH's largest margin of victory versus Newcastle is 49 in 2012, 55-6, and in 2015, 49 zip, while Newcastle's largest margin of victory versus Bighorn is 14 in 2011, 35-21. The most points that Bighorn has scored in a game versus Newcastle is 55 in 2012, 55-6, while the most points that Newcastle has scored in a game versus BH is 43 in 2013, lost 50-43. The two teams have never had a game versus each other go to overtime. With your Sheridan County High School Football History Report, I'm Kevin Coyle for Sheridan Media Sports.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Always good work and a lot of good insight coming into tonight's matchup. As we get ready to go, the Broncs have had to continue to take on all contenders that try to knock them off the top rung of the 4A. Next, we will talk with head coach Jeff Mowry, and we discussed how he feels the season is progressing and how the Broncs can't get complacent and overlook a Trojan team that has been struggling to this point in the season. You will hear from Coach Mowry up next on the First Federal Bank and Trust pregame show right here on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM.
One season, 2 halves, 4 quarters, 1 halftime, 1 final whistle. A season of memories to last a lifetime. Don't let distractions turn those memories into tragedies. Texting while driving is a dangerous distraction. Sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. Whether you're driving to the game or down the court, YDOT reminds you to stop the text and stop the wrecks.
Paid for by YDOT Federal 402 funding. Are you looking to expand your operation, purchase a new building, or get that business idea of yours off the ground? Hi, this is John Dick with First Bank of Wyoming. For all those business projects, big and small, we can help. Our decisions are made locally, and we're here for you every step of the way from concept to completion. Let's get started today. Stop by our office at 1470 Sugarland Drive, Suite 2, or give us a call at 672-1733. First Bank of Wyoming, division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you have employees coming to stay for an extended time in Sheridan, make them feel at home with a room at the Candlewood Suites. These extended stay rooms feature fully equipped kitchens, including a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding view of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll have more than just a room. They'll feel right at home. Call 307-675-2100.
Cool evenings mean it's time to get ready for those colder days ahead. How do your corrals look? Farmers Co-op has the panels and other fencing materials to get them fixed. Are your bunks in good shape? Farmers Co-op can help you with those as well. Need to order some livestock vaccines? Yep, Farmers Co-op is the place. Whatever you need to get your place in shape for the cold months ahead, you'll find it at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffeen Avenue here in Sheridan.
Projects are complex and full of communication hurdles. WWC Engineering is a multidisciplinary engineering firm that's been serving the Rocky Mountain region since 1980. WWC's range of consulting services is broad and employs an exceptional staff that has worked on a multitude of conservation district and water resource projects, giving them the experience from ground and surface water rights to irrigation and stream restoration. WWC Engineering. Call 672-0761 or visit them at wwcengineering.com.
Coach, coming into this week, you're now 6-0. Obviously, a huge win last Friday. Talk about going into that game, what you were expecting, and obviously you got the win, but after breaking down the film, what you thought about it.
You know, going into last week, we knew Cheyenne East was going to be a great opponent. They look phenomenal on film. We know their coaching staff does a great job. And so they came out and showed it in that first quarter. You know, the first drive, they got the ball. We got them, held them to a 3-and-out. And I'm like, okay, here we go. And then their next two offensive drives, they just marched down the field. And they are fast. They are athletic. They are efficient in their offense. They get on the ball and they drove it. And at the end of first quarter, we're down 14-0. And I thought, okay, we got to stick with it, man. And their tempo really caught us off guard. You can't emulate that in practice. And they did a good job. And so our guys just continued to battle, and we got some plays, and we finally got on the board and then got another one on the board and went in at halftime 17-14. I knew we were going to have a 4-quarter battle. And I was really proud of the guys, the way they battled for 4 quarters, continued to compete for 4 quarters. In weeks past, we've been giving up a lot of points on the 4th quarter, and our guys continue to battle and finish the game. So that was great to see. Like you said, though, the game is never as much or as good as it was on Friday night, or as bad as it was on Friday night. So we evaluated the film on Sunday and really hammered it. You know, our grades at each position really weren't that good. It was a tremendous win for our program, but our grades weren't that good. And part of that's because Cheyenne East is a phenomenal football team, but part of that's because we're not executing real well. We do things with great effort, but not always great technique. And so we've really got to continue this week as we move into Kelly Walsh in the next few weeks, focus on our technique. Our guys are competing hard. We got to just sharpen up our technique.
You've got 3 weeks left to finish this out. And obviously you're going to be in the playoffs, but you've got 3 weeks to kind of finish what you've started here. Talk about how you keep the guys focused. Obviously you're 6-0. You don't want them to focus on being 6-0. It's like you're 0-0.
Yep.
But how do you keep them focused out there at practice every day?
Yeah, we got to talk about it continuously, Shane, because you're exactly right. And teenagers especially, see, we're 6-0, you know, we're flying high, and people in the community say, what a great game. You guys are playing so well. And as soon as we start believing that, then we're in for a tough fight. Kelly Walsh is a very good opponent. They're the biggest school in the state. They've got great athletes, and their record's not showing it as good as they are right now. And so we've got to come out and compete, and we've got to work on our game. We've got to get better than we were a week ago. go. And in our technique and in our effort, we've got to take steps. We're in it for a long haul and a journey, not just this week. And so we've got to prepare every week like we have every other week, and it's one game at a time. And we've really pushed that with our kids. And we're 6-0, yes, but as coaches, our job this week was to keep them humble and keep their feet on the ground. They're not that good yet.
Before we start talking directly about tonight's game, health-wise, obviously we had a big scare last week with Noah Williamson. Looks like he's going to be just fine. Looks like you're dealing with a few other just bumps and bruises and people maybe not 100% healthy.
You're exactly right, Shane. Tonight we're going to have a few more guys than we did a week ago, but Noah was carted off in the ambulance and had some numbness in his legs, and so we were precautionary and sent him there, but he's going to be okay. You're not going to see him tonight, but he's going to be okay, which is good, and we'll see him down the road. Dylan Bennett's starting to get better. He was injured in week 1. He's getting better, and hopefully down in a couple weeks we're going to be able to see him in the last game of regular season or into the playoffs. We'll hopefully get him back, and he's such a leader for us. Sure. It'll be great to have him back. Peyton Jack was out against Cheyenne East. Aiden O'Leary was out with Cheyenne East. They've both gotten dinged in their head, and we kept them out that week. They've seen time on Friday nights, and so it'll be good to get those guys back. And we are. There's sickness going through the high school. There's sickness going through the elementary schools, and we've had some kids out sick this week. And so we've had to battle through that. And what we've seen is our guys continue to step up. We had Cale Gilbertson started it first time ever at corner against Cheyenne East, who's the number 1 offense in the state and number 1 offense since I've been here. I mean, they're phenomenal. And Cale stepped up and did a tremendous job. Darren Davidson on the other side started his second game for us, and his second game on defense probably since he was in 8th grade. He was a quarterback at his old school and didn't play defense, and he's done a tremendous job stepping into that role. And so seeing guys like that step up and continually step up is what's really benefited us. We've started to create some depth, and it's going to be a good thing for us in the long run.
You were young to start the season. Obviously, they're a little more seasoned veterans now.
Yep.
Are you building the kind of depth that you're starting to feel comfortable with?
Yeah, we're starting to get there. And injuries like we've talked about, or people that have been out. Jacob Ormseth, another example, had to go and get some blood work done. He wasn't feeling real well, and he's been out for a few weeks. And he's a good Sam for us that started against Cheyenne South. And so it's almost forced our hand to build that depth, which is a good thing. And it happened to us a year ago. We had injuries, and it forced our hand to build depth. And then when it came to down the stretch run, when everybody's getting tired and a little bit more worn out, that depth has come in handy. And so as much as we can rep guys and get in a rotation, it's better for us down the road.
Perfect. As we turn our attention to Kelly Walsh tonight, we talked a little bit about their record being 1-5. But they're a lot better than that 1-5. They've played the tougher teams in the state. They obviously got us tonight. They haven't been scoring a lot of points. They put up some points against Campbell County, who's pretty good themselves. But defensively, they're formidable.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, in the state rankings, they're ranked above us. They're the 3rd ranked defense, and we're the 4th ranked defense. And so they're going to come to play. And anytime you go to Kelly Walsh, it's a tough place to play. They've got great athletes and a beautiful stadium and home environment. That it's a tough place to play. We've got to get out, and we've got to execute, and we've got to do our responsibility and do it with great effort, because these guys are going to come to play. They've got nothing to lose. Like you said, they're 1-7, and they want to climb up in those rankings and get a better seed into the playoffs. We got our work cut out for us. Their kickoff return team is phenomenal. They give their offense great field position, which is something what we've struggled with a little bit. We've got to be great on kickoff cover and not give up those big returns, so that hopefully our defense can put a long field in front of them and get them off the field and get the ball back to our offense.
And offensively, what do they do that might cause some issues for you guys tonight?
They really like to stretch the ball to the edge. They've got some speed. They like to stretch it to the edge. And then every once in a while, they'll take a vertical shot down the field, and they'll catch you sleeping. They'll play action like they're going to the edge, and they'll take a vertical shot. And it takes one of those for them to get in the end zone. And so we've really got to be disciplined and understand what our responsibilities are and what our responsibilities aren't. And if we're a deep 3rd player as a defensive back, we've got to let those run stoppers go stop the run. And I've got to be heavy in the pass.
Defensively, obviously, offensively, they haven't been very good. So defensively, what do you want to do tonight to come away with?
Really got to stop the run game first. That's what they go to first. Is if we stop the run game, we'll force the hand into the pass, and they're not comfortable in that. They're a run first offense, and so really got to come up and stop the run, both the edge game, and then they've got some traps and some guard pulls that we've got to be able to read and come fill. And if we do that and put them in the pass game, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot defensively.
Little different than what you've done in other games before this. You're going to be playing on grass tonight.
Yeah.
It's not as quick of a turf. Kept maybe slow the offense down a little bit. Have you practiced? Did you go over and maybe practice a little bit on the grass?
You know, we've had throughout the season multiple practices on the grass because we have 8th grade and freshman games going on here. So we've been over there a couple times, and it is a different feel. The guys are, getting used to it a little bit, and the mud sticks to your cleats, and I got to do more laundry. I know that.
It's real football, right?
Yeah, it's real football. We love playing on the grass, and that's a beautiful stadium down there with a great grass field, and so. They keep it up so well. It's really not a big difference, but our guys do have to understand to cut on 2 feet instead of 1. The turf grabs a little bit more. And so if it's a little muddy or anything like that, really got to cut with 2 feet and be sure of our footing. And, the best part is it's consistent for both of us. They probably practice on their turf field at the time because they don't want to practice on their game field. And so it's going to be a common footing for both of us. And so they're a little more used to it, but I think we'll accommodate all right.
Very good. Well, good luck tonight and get after it.
Thanks, Shane.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust, online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
And there you have it. Coach Mallory and the Broncs will try to continue their undefeated season coming up right here at the top of the hour. It's the Broncs and the Trojans. Stick around and enjoy Bronc football tonight on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM, or watch it live on our live web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
The share it with a friend deal, even if that friend is yourself. Your McDonald's, your rules.
There's a deal for every friendship at McDonald's. Right now, buy a Big Mac, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, or a quarter pounder with cheese, and get the second one for just $1. And pair them with one of our frozen drinks, like the new Fanta Blue Raspberry. Price participation may vary. Valid for product of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Do you love what you do? Well, I do. Hi, this is Jill Bates with Best Real Estate. I have the pleasure of working with many amazing people every day, assisting them with the next chapter, whether buying or selling. Real estate is not just looking at pretty homes. There are lots of hoops, steps, and challenges to overcome, and people to coordinate to achieve a successful closing. We don't expect you to know what to do. You don't do this every day like we do. Let me and my outstanding and caring team at Best Real Estate be your guide and make the start of your next chapter a success. Give us a call today, 675-BEST. As always, make it a great day.
Brokered by EXP.
Are you thinking about going to college, but you're not sure where to start? Sheridan College is here to help guide you every step of the way. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday during business hours, to meet with an enrollment expert and get your questions answered about financing, whether to go full or part-time, degree programs, and more. With over 50 programs to study, they truly have something for everyone. Find out more at sheridan.edu.Sheridan College. Begin your journey.
Are you looking to ease a financial burden, secure college funding, make home improvements, consolidate debt? Hi, this is Matt with Homestar. These are all things we can help you with. Don't let national news stop you from exploring options to solve your problems and ease your mind. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Wyoming Corporate Office is the trusted business choice behind thousands of businesses. Whether it's business formation, payroll, corporate paperwork, mail scanning service, or small business phone service, Wyoming Corporate Office powers over 100,000 businesses worldwide and locally. This makes Wyoming Corporate Office the state's largest business-to-business service provider, located right here in Sheridan, Wyoming. If you're drowning in corporate paperwork looking for someone with an unmatched experience that cares and wants to be your partner in making your business successful, trust that Wyoming Corporate Office can help you focus on what makes your business tick. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
This is Doris Moeller with ERA Carroll Realty, inviting your kiddos to enter the coloring contest inside our October Real Estate Guide. We have 4 age groups, and each age group will win 3 prizes, a $25, $20, or $10 gift card to Dairy Queen. Color the pumpkin inside the Real Estate Guide, include your name and phone number, and drop it off at ERA Carroll Realty. Look for the guide in racks around town or in the stand in front of our office on North Main in Sheridan. Entry deadline is October 21st.
No shirt,
No shoes? No problem. Online banking is fast and convenient with Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. If you have a smartphone, you can do your banking from anywhere, including remote deposit. Just take a picture of your check and send it. It's that easy. And you'll instantly have access to the first $200 available and the rest shortly thereafter. Yep, banking is that easy with remote deposit at Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Bomber Mountain Nutrition is now under new ownership and has a delicious and nutritious line of products including shakes, smoothies, energy drinks, Manchester Street coffees, protein-packed drinks, plus pre- and post-workout drinks. You can also turn any smoothie or shake into a protein-packed bowl or waffle. Open 7 to 6 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 4. Look for updates on Facebook and Instagram and order delivery on DoorDash. Or come in at 41 East 1st Street, Bomber Mountain Nutrition, because life has its ups and downs, and they're called squats.
And a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sheridan Bronc football here from Harry Gilding Stadium in Kelly Walsh in Casper, Kelly Walsh High School. Sheridan Parker with you tonight as Trevor will be back with you again next week. He's feeling better and we'll be back to work next week for sure. So just about ready to get things underway as the Sheridan defensive starters are being introduced, even though they will start on offense tonight as Kelly Walsh has won the toss and they elected to defer to next week. So Sheridan will receive the opening kick. And beautiful night for football. The sun's shining. The Broncs wearing their white jerseys with blue bottoms with the blue and gold numbers and gold helmets. Kelly Walsh, they are wearing their green jerseys, gray pants, white numerals, and their gray helmets. And they're all sporting the pink socks tonight in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is the month of October. So they are wearing their pink tonight for their home football game. Starting on offense for the Broncs tonight at left tackle will be a junior DJ Elchinger, senior at left guard Chance Larson. The center is a senior Raider Tomlinson. Right guard is a junior Will Brooks. Right tackle is a senior Deed Kirshner. The wide receiver spots a senior Matt Kettner, a junior Dane Steele, and a junior Dominic Berrettini. Also Jackson Lynn will be in the starting lineup at wide receiver as well. He's a junior. And the running back, of course, reigning Gatorade Player of the Year, the senior Colson Kuhn, and the quarterback, senior Cale Gilbertson. And that's how the Broncs will line up tonight. Again, the Broncs 6-0, ranked number 1 in the state, coming off the upset of the Cheyenne East T-Birds a week ago. 42-39 was the final. Kelly Walsh, they laid an egg last week against the Laramie Plainsmen. They lost and now stand at 1-5 on the season. Kelly Walsh averages just 223 yards of offense per game. If you take a look at the Broncs, they are averaging 377 yards of offense through the first 6 weeks of the season. We're just about ready to get things underway. The Kelly Walsh introductions are done, and they will bring the kickoff team out on the field. So dropping back for the Broncs, the return team, it'll be Matt Kettner and Dane Steele. They will do the returning of the kickoffs, and they each have a kickoff return for a touchdown on the season. We'll see how things open up. Again, the first time all year they've played on real grass. Just a couple 4A schools now left with just real grass turf here at Kelly Walsh and then Campbell County High School as well. They have the 2 remaining fields that are real grass. Everyone else has gone to the turf version, the artificial turf. And I know that Kelly Walsh has talked about doing that, but with the track facility that they have here, they didn't want to move the pole vault areas, and they would have to move all that pole vault area as well if they were to go to the turf. And so they've elected to stay with the grass at this time. So we are just about ready to get things underway. Again, thanks for joining us here on 1410 KWYO 106.9 FM. And if you're anywhere around a computer, be sure to tune into our live stream on Facebook or sharedmedia.com or the Shared Media YouTube channel. We have the live video stream of tonight's game as well, where you can watch all the action from right here at Kelly Walsh High School. Doing the kicking for the Kelly Walsh Trojans will be a senior, Eric Holsheiser. He's had 8 kickoffs this year. He averages about 53.1 yards per kick. So he will be putting it on the tee. Actually, they're going to bring out Caden Boyce. Caden Boyce will do the kickoffs tonight. He's also the punter as well. So the sophomore puts it on the tee, and we're about ready to go. And Boyce's kick is away, and it'll bounce at about the 10-yard line and roll into the end zone. No way to get, actually, they're going to say it went out of bounds before it got to the end zone. And so the Broncs are going to take over in good field position. So they are going to mark it as a 20. It did get into the end zone. Not sure why the official on the far end threw the flag, but it will be Sheridan ball, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line as they come out on offense. An empty backfield, 5 receivers in the formation. Drop it straight back. Gilbertson follows the blocker right up through the middle, and he's got enough for the first down and more out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. So a 12-yard pickup on first down by the quarterback, Cale Gilbertson. They'll mark him down actually at the 31, a gain of 11 on first down. Just a straight keep for Gilbertson. The Broncs get the play in from the sideline. It looks like it's going to be Berrettini, Kettner, and Steele to the near side of the formation. A single receiver to the far side. Steele in motion. And they'll give him the ball. Actually, Gilbertson's going to keep it straight ahead for about 4 yards. It's going to be Kuhn, actually, from the Wildcat position. Out to the 34-yard line, a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 for the Broncs. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Again, they bring 3 receivers to the near side of the formation. Gilbertson looks to the sidelines for the play. Jackson Lynn, the receiver on the far side. The Broncs without their other senior receiver and defensive linebacker, Keeson Wilson, tonight. He's in street clothes. The give is to Kuhn. He breaks into the secondary, breaks a tackle at midfield, and just going to get there just over midfield. And they may not even, that looks like they will give him exactly the 50-yard line. So another first down for the Broncs. Another pickup of about 11 more, make that 16 yards on the carry. Gilbertson again looks to the sidelines as the Broncs slow it down just a touch. Berrettini, Kettner, and Steele in a bunch on the near side. Gilbertson and Kuhn in the backfield. Gilbertson drops straight back, looks downfield. He's got Steele wide open. He catches it at the 20, and he's going to stroll in for the Sheridan Bronc touchdown. A 50-yard pass play from Gilbertson to Steele, and the Broncs are on the board. Dane Steele was able to just get behind the defense, and Gilbertson put it up, and Dane just ran under it. So with 10:02 remaining here in the first quarter, the Broncs strike first. Colson Kuhn on for the extra point. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is blocked. No good. So with 10:02 remaining here in the first quarter, it's the Sheridan Broncs 6 and the Kelly Walsh Trojans nothing. We're back to Kelly Walsh High School right after this.
When the roads turn bad, you find out in a hurry if you need new tires. Hi, this is Chris Hayden with Hammer Chevrolet. Come in and let's get a new set of tires on your vehicle and get you safely on your way. We carry brand names like BF Goodrich, Bridgestone, Continental, Dunlop, Firestone, Goodyear, Michelin, Pirelli, Uniroyal, and more. With our price match guarantee, you never have to wait for a tire sale. Provide us with a better price at the time of purchase, and we'll match it. Find a better price within 30 days of the purchase, and we'll refund the difference. You can't beat our tire price match guarantee from Hammer Chevrolet. Online at hammerchevy.com.
It's hunting season, and Farmers Co-op is ready to make your hunting trip a whole lot better. They have propane for your RV and hunting camp bottles, ethanol-free premium fuel for your ATV, certified weed-free hay bales or cubes for your horses, and don't forget snacks, drinks, and ice for yourself from their fully stocked convenience store. Stop in before you head out on your hunt at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve, 1450 Coffeen Avenue in Sheridan.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Casper Kelly Walsh High School, Harry Gilding Stadium. Shane Parker with you here on KWYO 106.9 FM. Ty Gilbertson puts the boot to it. It's a low line drive. Bounces at the 5-yard line, going to be picked up and taken out there. A good return out across the 30 and run out of bounds near the 34, 35-yard line as Brant Blocker, the leading running back for Kelly Walsh as well. So Blocker, that's just his third return of the year. And Kelly Walsh will come out on offense. Ball's going to be placed at the 33-yard line. That's where they will take over 1st and 10. Thanks for joining us tonight here on KWYO. And if you're watching on the Sheridan Media web stream, hope you enjoy the live broadcast. 9:56 to go here in the first quarter. Bronx leading 6-0 on the 50-yard pass play from Gilbertson to Steele. The kick was blocked, so Sheridan leads 6-0. 2 men go in motion now. See if they get set. They do. The quarterback is Gibson Sasser. He'll pitch it to Blocker. Ball's going to come loose, and it's going to be recovered by the Bronx. Let's see, are they going to give Sheridan the ball? No, they're going to say second down. They're going to say the ball came out after the runner was down. That was Brant Blocker on the carry. He has 45 carries for 231 yards on the year, averaging 38.5 yards a ball game. Sasser, the quarterback, 52 of 115 through the air for 632 yards. He's thrown 6 touchdowns. He's thrown 4 interceptions on the air. So it'll be second down and about 11 after the 1-yard loss by Blocker. 3 receivers and a man comes in motion. The pitch is going to be taken across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Vance Broadway, the ball carrier. It'll bring up third down and about 6 for Kelly Walsh. Chance Larson, the first Bronc there for the tackle. So the running backs will be Brant Blocker, the sophomore, and Caden Boyce, the running back, also Vance Broadway. Broadway is a receiver as well, but he came in motion and took that jet sweep. 8.5 minutes to go here in the first. 6-0 Bronx on the range scoreboard. Sasser all alone in the backfield. 5 receivers in the formation. They'll send Broadway and a little screen pass off to Landon Walker, and he's going to have enough for the first down out across the 40 to the 45-yard line. That'll be a Kelly Walsh first down on the screen pass to Landon Walker, the junior tight end for Kelly Walsh. So 1st and 10, Trojans from their own 45-yard line. Sasser with a man behind him, gives it the handoff to Blocker, I believe is the ball carrier. And it will be Blocker for about a short 2-yard gain. So second down and 8 for the Trojans. Sasser goes to the sideline, gets the play from the head coach. Kelly Walsh wants to try to probably slow the game down a bit. Their head coach is Aaron McKelkey. Sasser looks over the defense, sends a man in motion. That's Emmanuelson. Gives it straight ahead again to Blocker, and he gets back to maybe the line of scrimmage, maybe another yard. It'll bring up 3rd and long for the Trojans as the stout defensive line for the Bronx. 3rd down and about 6 now for the Trojans with 6:25 to go here in the first quarter. Bronx leading 6-0 on the range scoreboard. Sasser will huddle up his boys. This Bronx defense, been pretty stout. I mean, they gave up some points last week, but that's a high-powered East offense that they faced last week. Sasser, again, will send Emmanuelson in motion. Looking for a screen pass. It's completed to Broadway. Broadway is going to get to just shy of the first down. It's going to be 4th and less than a yard at the Bronx, just shy of the Bronx 45-yard line. So it'll be 4th and less than a yard. And let's see if Kelly Walsh is going to go for it here. And it looks like they will. They're sending in the offense again. Here comes Sasser into his huddle. See if the Bronx can bow their necks here and get a stop on 4th down. So again, 2 tight ends in the formation with 3 receivers. He will bring Caden Boyce into the backfield. Aiden Emmanuelson and Dylan Armon move. And Sasser is going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage and fall forward. He's going to have enough for the first down. Just shy of about the Bronx 42-yard line. They will have it 1st and 10. So Kelly Walsh with a little bit of a sustained drive here on their first possession of the ball game. So we approach 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Again, Kelly Walsh just slowing the tempo down, using the clock. That Bronx defensive line, Haswell, Alex Haswell, Chance Larson, Rader Tomlinson, Deed Kirshner, all doing a good job. The linebackers tonight, Jackson Lynn, Colson Kuhn, Colin Custis in there for the Bronx. Broadway in motion. The rollout by Sasser. Sasser's dropped. Hit hard by Haswell. Forces the fumble. The Bronx recover at the Kelly Walsh 48-yard line. So Alex Haswell came untouched and just blew up the quarterback. He couldn't handle it, dropped it, and I believe it was Kirshner who fell on it. So the Bronx take over in Kelly Walsh territory at the 49-yard line. So the offense back out on the field. Wyatt Phillip in the formation for the Bronx. The snap to Gilbertson. Give to Kuhn. He breaks the initial line of scrimmage. Now off and running into the linebackers. Breaks a tackle across the 30 and down to about the 29, 28-yard line. So a big run for Kuhn. Give him 21 yards on the carry. Aiden O'Leary also in for the Bronx. O'Leary will be lined up on the far side of this next play. Berrettini, Kettner, and Wyatt Phillip to the near side. Gilbertson, flanked by Kuhn. Wide receiver screen to Kettner. Kettner breaks one tackle. He's down the sideline, knocked out of bounds. Actually, they're going to say tackle inbounds at about the 15-yard line. It's going to be up for a Bronx first down. Gain of about 11. Actually, there's a flag on the play. A hold on the Bronx at about the 25-yard line. So that's right about a yard downfield from where the play took place. So they will march that off 10 yards. They will move the ball back to the 34-yard line. So still first down. It'll be about 1st and 18 for the Broncs from the Kelly Walsh 34. Kuhn now at quarterback in the Wildcat. Kettner in motion. They faked it to Kettner, and Kuhn takes it himself down to the 30-yard line, and a flag comes in. I think they're going to get a face mask on Kelly Walsh. They grabbed the backside of the helmet and pulled him down. Face mask on Kelly Walsh. Just a 5-yard penalty. So first down and 8. I'm not. The chains can't be correct, but they're going to leave them set that way. Gilbertson to Kettner around the end. He's down the near sideline, breaks a tackle inside the 10 and rolled up at about the 6-yard line. Another big play for the Broncs. 1st and goal for the Broncs inside the 10 at the 6-yard line. So this Bronc offense is pretty much able to do anything they want early going here. So we approach 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 3 receivers to the far side with Berrettini all alone on the near side. The play comes in from the sideline. Gilbertson takes the snap, gives it to Kuhn. Kuhn has a wide open lane, breaks one tackle, and he's in for the Sheridan Bronc touchdown. With 1:33 to go, the Broncs score again from 6 yards out. So they move the ball right down the field, 4 or 5 plays, and Kuhn is in for the Bronc touchdown. And the Broncs are going to bring Colson in to kick the extra point. The snap is back. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 1:33 remaining here in the first quarter, it's the Broncs 13 and Kelly Walsh 0. We're back to Kelly Walsh High School right after this.
The share it with a friend deal, even if that friend is yourself. Your McDonald's, your rules.
There's a deal for every friendship at McDonald's. Right now, buy a Big Mac, 10-piece Chicken McNuggets, or a Quarter Pounder with cheese, and get the second one for just $1. And pair them with one of our frozen drinks, like the new Fanta Blue Raspberry. Price participation may vary. Valid for product of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT with EBIA Hearing and Sound. Hearing well is living well, and we're here to help.
Not only are we able to provide premier hearing aid technology with Bluetooth and AI, but we can address the environment in which you are hearing.
Our sound consultation services tailor solutions to fit your needs. Whether at work, at church, or at home, if you're struggling to hear, we can help.
Call EBIA Hearing and Sound today, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Sheridan Bronc football here on 1410 KWYL 106.9 FM. Ty Gilbertson boots it away, this time end over ender. Going to be taken by Vance Broadway about the 8-yard line. He'll find a seam, step out of one tackle, break another down the near sideline, stays on his feet and takes it out to about the 49-yard line. And Kelly Walsh was starting great field position at about the 48 or 49-yard line. Poor tackling by the Broncs on the kickoff return. will set up Kelly Walsh at their own 49-yard line. Great field position. We do have a Bronc player down on the Kelly Walsh sideline. We've got 1:23 left here in the first quarter. The Broncs leading 13-0 on the range scoreboard. Can't see who it is that's down. The Kelly Walsh training staff was there immediately. And now Sheridan's trainer, Joanne Goss, over to take a look as well. Anytime you get near those sidelines, there's always a chance of running into players along the sideline and stuff. A lot of feet kind of get tangled up along the sideline, so it's hard to say what happened. With the Broncs leading here 13-0, we'll take another quick break. We'll try to get a number and see what's going on. We'll bring you up to date when we come back to Kelly Walsh High School. You're listening to Sheridan Bronc Football on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM.
Have you been to the showroom at Thompson Master Masons? If you're thinking about doing a masonry project, you need to stop by and check it out. Thompson's located on the corner of Broadway and 11th and Sheridan with a showroom full of brick and stone samples. They offer both man-made and natural stone. As a matter of fact, Thompson Master Masons has the widest selection of stone, block, and brick in town. Wholesale or retail, contact Thompson Master Masons.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, Nicole Soto, and Wade McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McColl, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Casper Kelly Walsh High School, Harry Gilding Stadium. Still no movement out of the Bronc player, laying right on the sideline on the Kelly Walsh side of their field, as a lot of coaches and trainers and stuff have gathered around. 1:23 remaining here in the first quarter. The Broncs leading 13-0 here on the range scoreboard. They scored first with just a little bit of time left in the first quarter. Midway through the first quarter. Gilbertson to steal on a 50-yard pass play. And then Colson Kuhn, after a strip sack by Alex Haswell, recovered by Deed Kirshner. Colson Kuhn scored a few plays later on a 6-yard touchdown run. The kick was good, bringing us to the 13-0 score here on the range scoreboard. And it looks like, I don't know if they're going to get, this must be a pretty serious injury, as they're going after a little more equipment, it looks like. We're going to take another quick timeout. When we come back, we'll see if we'll get back to football. You're listening to Sheridan Bronc Football on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM.
One season, 2 halves, 4 quarters, 1 halftime, 1 final whistle. A season of memories to last a lifetime. Don't let distractions turn those memories into tragedies. Texting while driving is a dangerous distraction. Sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. Whether you're driving to the game or down the court, WYDOT reminds you to stop the text and stop the wrecks.
Paid for by WYDOT Federal 402 funding.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you a quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Sheridan Bronc football here on KWYO and 106.9 FM. They've taken the face mask off of this player. Still not sure who it might be. So we're going to have a little bit of a delay here. It looks like, I don't know if they're bringing in the backboard or what they're doing, but Joanne Goss is holding the head still. They've brought the EMS folks over from the ambulance. So we're going to have a little bit of a delay here. It's happened last week at Sheridan as well, as one of the Broncs took a little bit of a shot and was carted off the field and had to go to the hospital, but Noah Williamson doing just fine after last week. He'll be back maybe in a couple weeks. As they tend to the injured Bronc, we will take another quick timeout. When we come back, we'll try to give you an update and get back to some more live football. You're listening to Sheridan Bronc football on KWYO and 106.9 FM.
Wherever you are, you'll find a branch of Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. And here's why. If you have a Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union account and a smartphone or other mobile device, visit SheridanCreditUnion.com. Download the free app, and your smart device becomes an internet mobile banking device with all kinds of banking features. So, regardless of your location, Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union is in the palm of your hand. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
If you have employees coming to stay for an extended time in Sheridan, make them feel at home with a room at the Candlewood Suites. These extended stay rooms feature fully equipped kitchens, including a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding view of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll have more than just a room. They'll feel right at home. Call 307-675-2100.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A-Plus Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A-Plus Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number one in a number two business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
Find the power you want with the comfort you deserve in an all-new Ram 1500 Heavy Duty or TRX during Ram Truck Power Days. There's a reason U.S. News and World Report named Ram Truck the best truck brand for 2022. Tow it, haul it, or just enjoy the ride. Ram Truck will take you anywhere you want to go. Visit Sheridan Motors' brand new location at 3270 Ranch Drive to see what's in stock and what's coming soon. Get your power on at Sheridan Motors.
It's been said that for every dollar spent at a locally owned business, it returns 3 times as much income into the local economy. Hi, this is Mandolin Meyer from Hospital Pharmacy West. The money you spend with a locally owned business stays in our community longer. It's just another way to recycle and help our community. When you shop local, we all win. Thank you from all of us at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hometown pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Find the power you want with the comfort you deserve in an all-new Ram 1500 Heavy Duty or TRX during Ram Truck Power Days. There's a reason U.S. News and World Report named Ram Truck the best truck brand for 2022. Tow it, haul it, or just enjoy the ride. Ram Truck will take you anywhere you want to go. Visit Sheridan Motors' brand new location at 3270 Ranch Drive to see what's in stock and what's coming soon. Get your power on at Sheridan Motors.
Why be a nameless face at the big box stores when you can visit us at Hospital Pharmacy? Hi, this is Mandolyn Meyer. At Hospital Pharmacy, we get to know our customers and their health needs. Keep all your prescriptions in one place with a pharmacist that knows and cares about you. Visit your hometown, family-owned pharmacy at 2 great locations.
Hometown Pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Projects are complex and full of communication hurdles. WWC Engineering is a multidisciplinary engineering firm that's been serving the Rocky Mountain region since 1980. WWC's range of consulting services is broad and employs an exceptional staff that has worked on a multitude of conservation district and water resource projects, giving them the experience from ground and surface water rights to irrigation and stream restoration. WWC Engineering. Call 672-0761 or visit them at wwcengineering.com.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Casper Kelly Walsh Harry Gilding Stadium. As get back to go here, we're still going to be a little bit as they're putting a backboard under this Sheridan player, and they've got the stretcher out, and they had to wait for another backup ambulance to get here, so there's always a crew here, but they are getting him loaded on the backboard now, and our best wishes. We still haven't got a number, as it's tough to see who it might be from our vantage point here at the stadium. But this Bronc player has been down on the ground for several minutes. After the Bronc touchdown and the kickoff was returned out to the Kelly Walsh 49-yard line, this Bronc player was down. Thinking that they're saying it might be Caden Breen, a 5'10" senior for the Broncs, number 11, and so I do think that that's what the word that we are getting. It's been a tough week at Sheridan High School. After the accident yesterday that involved 5 high school students, thoughts and prayers go out to those girls and the families from all of us here at Sheridan Media. And then to have another accident like this happen during football, it is part of football. They are loading him on the stretcher now. So we will see if they can get him, make sure he is doing okay. So 1:23 remaining here in the first quarter. The Broncs leading 13-0 on the range scoreboard. Again, tonight, the Broncs against Kelly Walsh. As we take a look at the rest of the 4A schedule, Cheyenne Central playing at Cheyenne East. Casper Natrona playing at Campbell County tonight. That should be a heck of a ball game. Laramie playing at Thunder Basin, and Rock Springs playing at Cheyenne South. The other Sheridan County schools, Tongue River playing at Burns this evening, and Bighorn playing at Newcastle. We'll try to get scores passed along as soon as we hear them. James Timberlake will take the halftime show, and he will try to update all the scores as well that are happening across the state. But our thoughts are with Caden Breen right now as they have him loaded on the stretcher and get him to the hospital and get him checked out. So the referees are going to give them just a touch to get warmed up a little bit here, and then we'll get back underway. With 1:23 remaining in the first quarter, 2 weeks in a row where the Broncs have had to have a teammate hauled off on a stretcher. It is part of the game of football, but hopefully the young man will be okay. And we'll see if we can get an update as we go throughout the evening on Caden Breen's health. Another action going on across the state this weekend. The Sheridan Lady Broncs are actually across town right now playing Casper Natrona as they continue in their conference season. And then the Sheridan cross-country teams will be running at Gillette this weekend. Lady Broncs swimmers and divers are in action as well. Tennis and golf are all done for the year. Congratulations to the Sheridan Lady Bronc tennis team as finishing as the state runner-up in Class 4A. So teams they're just kind of getting stretched out after the long delay. And we'll get back to live action here in just a moment. It'll be Kelly Walsh football first down at their own 49-yard line. Kelly Walsh coaches gather their offensive squad together and probably call the play right along the sideline. And we are just about ready to get back underway. Here we go. The Bronc defense out on the field. Here comes Kelly Walsh as Sasser will lead the Trojans to the line of scrimmage. He'll have Brant Blocker next to him. 3 receivers. Send a man in motion. The pitch. And a quarterback pass down the middle. And the pass was intended for Armand Dillon. And it was the pass attempted out there. Pitch to the back and then downfield for Dillon, but no good. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans on the little wrinkle play that they tried. 2nd down and 10 as the Trojans come to the line of scrimmage. Caden Boyce, the give straight ahead across the 45 to about the 44-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and about 3 for the Trojans. Boyce, the junior, coming into this ballgame, had 31 carries for 193 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season. Gibson Sasser, the quarterback, looks over the defense, has 2 receivers to the near side. He'll send Broadway in motion. The give straight ahead to Vance. Tackled immediately. The ball is on the ground. It's loose, and it's recovered, I think, by the Broncs. I think it's going to be Jackson Lynn with the fumble recovery. Or are they saying he was down? The ball definitely came out. The referee on the far sideline. It is Bronc football as the Boyce fumbled the ball and recovered by Jackson Lynn. So it'll be Bronc football at their own 42-yard line, as I believe where they will line it up. So the ball came loose, and Jackson Lynn right there to pounce on it. And the Broncs come back out on offense. Raider Tomlinson, the center. We got 4 receivers in the formation. The give is to Kuhn. Colson with a lot of room. Got blockers out in front. He's across the 35 to the 30 down the far sideline, and he'll be taken out of bounds as the quarter comes to an end. Taken out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Broncs when we come back. End of the first quarter. The Broncs lead it 13-0 on the ACT scoreboard. We're back right after this.
Are you looking to expand your operation, purchase a new building, or get that business idea of yours off the ground? Hi, this is John Dick with First Bank of Wyoming. For all those business projects, big and small, we can help. Our decisions are made locally, and we're here for you every step of the way from concept to completion. Let's get started today. Stop by our office at 1470 Sugarland Drive, Suite 2, or give us a call at 672-1733. First Bank of Wyoming, division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Kelly Walsh High School. Shane Parker with you here on 1410 KWYO, 106.9 FM, also on SheridanMedia.com. Hope you're enjoying the web live stream that we have going tonight. Thanks to Steve Schreffler, who traveled with us tonight to bring you all the live video action of the ball game as well. It'll be 1st and 10 Broncs at the 15-yard line as we start the second quarter after the big run by Colson Kuhn. Again, we'll try to pass along some scores as we get them in. So the Broncs come back out on offense. Gilbertson, along with Kuhn in the backfield, trips to the far side, all in a bunch. Low snap. Now Gilbertson looking to the outside. He's got a man. It's Dane Steele. Touchdown, Broncs. A 15-yard pass play from Gilbertson to Steele. And the Broncs are on the scoreboard again with 11:54 remaining here in the second quarter. So Kuhn will come in, try the extra point. Gilbertson to Steele for the second time tonight. The first one good for 50 yards. This one good for 15 yards. Kuhn's extra point is up, and it is good. With 11:54 remaining here in the first half, it's the Sheridan Broncs 20, Kelly Walsh nothing. We're back to Harry Gildine Stadium right after this.
This is Doris Muller with ERA Carroll Realty, inviting your kiddos to enter the coloring contest inside our October Real Estate Guide. We have 4 age groups, and each age group will win 3 prizes, a $25, $20, or $10 gift card to Dairy Queen. Color the pumpkin inside the Real Estate Guide, include your name and phone number, and drop it off at ERA Carroll Realty. Look for the guide in racks around town or in the stand in front of our office on North Main in Sheridan. Entry deadline is October 21st.
Are you thinking about going to college, but you're not sure where to start? Sheridan College is here to help guide you every step of the way. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday during business hours to meet with an enrollment expert and get your questions answered about financing, whether to go full or part-time, degree programs, and more. With over 50 programs of study, they truly have something for everyone. Find out more at sheridan.edu.Sheridan College. Begin your journey.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Sheridan Bronc football. Shane Parker with you here. Ty Gilbertson with the ball on the tee. And it's a good boot, this one, all the way back to about the 2-yard line where it's going to be Vance Broadway. He'll cut it up and be shut down short of the 20-yard line. They might give him the 20-yard line, and it looks like they will. It'll be 1st and 10 for K-Dub at their own 20-yard line. A good return by Vance. 11:47 remaining here in the first half. The Bronc defense will come back out. They forced 2 turnovers. They've turned both of them into touchdowns. On that last drive, after the fumble recovery, they got a nice run from Colson Kuhn, a 43-yard run. And then on the first play of the second quarter, Gilbertson hits Dane Steele for the 15-yard touchdown. Now Gibson Sasser all alone. He'll bring Broadway in motion. Looks the little underhand pitch to Broadway. He's going to be cut up and tackled out there by Dane Steele. He's the first one to make contact, but it's a gain of 5 on the play out to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Trojans. Good game in 3A this afternoon as well, as number 1 Cody takes on number 2 Star Valley. Here's a score coming in from Thunder Basin as they lead Laramie 27-7 in the second quarter. Sasser looking, brings Broadway in motion again. He'll keep this one himself. He'll go around the end. He'll have enough for the first down and a little bit more, fall forward to about the 33 or 34-yard line. So a first down for the Trojans with 10:52 remaining here in the first half. Sasser every place coming to the sideline to get to play before he goes back to the huddle. This Bronc defense giving up some points to Thunder Basin and to Cheyenne East, but those are two high-powered passing offenses. So far, so good tonight with a goose egg on the scoreboard for the Trojans. 4 receivers in the formation. Sasser rolls to the near side, has a man, it's going to be caught, and that's going to be enough for a first down as he finds Landon Walker out there for enough for the first down. Out across the 43, about to the 44-yard line. So here come the Trojans, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Again, all kinds of wrinkles for Kelly Walsh. This time another man in motion. Sasser, he'll roll to the near side, and the pass is incomplete as he was looking for Armand Dillon along the near sideline. He short-armed it into the ground. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. This Bronc defense has done a decent job throughout the year. You heard Coach Mowry talk about just getting better and better each week as they fight through some sickness and injuries. One of their leading tacklers on the season, Cason Wilson, not in the lineup tonight for the Broncs as he's in street clothes on the sideline. Colin Custis in there for him. Also, Taryn Grooms playing linebacker tonight as well. They give a little pitch out to Blocker. Blocker gets to the corner, to the edge. He's down the near side, far sideline where he's run out of bounds. A couple big flags near midfield. That one might be coming back. But there are flags down. And Coach Mowry saying back him up. Holding on the offense right at midfield. So that's where they will step it off. It'll bring up 2nd and about 14 after they step it off. Second down and 14 now for the Trojans, all the way back at their own 40-yard line. Under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Three receivers to the near side, a single receiver to the far side with one back in the pistol. Sasser, again, pitches it. It's on the ground. Ball is loose, and it's going to be recovered. Who's got it? I think the Broncs have it again. And who comes off the bottom of the pile? It's Deed Kirshner once again coming off the pile for the Broncs. It'll be Bronc first down at the Kelly Walsh 44-yard line. Just a bad pitch by the quarterback, almost like a two-handed chest pass. And it went off the hands of the running back straight to the ground. And the Broncs will take over with 8:54 remaining here in the first half, looking to put more points on the board. Berrettini, the lone receiver to the near side. He's got 3 receivers to the far side, and Kuhn, the lone setback. Gilbertson drops straight back, finds Berrettini. Berrettini breaks a tackle, ducks under another one, and fights his way inside the 30. Let's see where I think they're going to say he stepped out of bounds right about the 30-yard line. It'll be just shy of the first down. So it'll be 2nd and about 1 for the Broncs. Aiden O'Leary, the receiver on the far end of the field, on the far edge. Dane Steele, Matt Kettner in the slot. Berrettini, the receiver, on the near side. They bring Kettner in motion, and they give it to him on the jet sweep. He's down the near sideline, breaks a tackle inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line. So a good run and a first down for the Broncs as we approach 8:35 remaining here in the half. That offensive line for the Broncs just keeps getting better and better each week. You know, they coming into this year, they had one guy that had played any varsity time at all on the offensive line. Peyton Jack back in there tonight. Also, Will Brooks seeing some time on the O-line tonight. John Henry Justice in there as well. Steele in motion, comes across the formation. Gilbertson drops straight back. The pass to Kuhn, and he's going to be, looked like he was going to be dropped for a loss, and he will fight his way forward back to about the line of scrimmage. As a broken assignment out there, one of the corners just came untouched. So Gilbertson and Kuhn in the backfield. Again, 4 receivers in the formation. They send Steele in motion. He comes back to the near side. Screen pass to Berrettini. Berrettini tries to break one tackle, but he's taken down there by blocker. And just a short gain, maybe no gain at all. And it's going to bring up 3rd and a long 10, maybe even call it 11 for the Broncs. Under 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Broncs leading 20-0 on the range scoreboard. Gilbertson calls out the play. We'll give it to Kuhn. Kuhn stacked up again. Makes it maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up 4th down for the Broncs. Nothing doing this offensive possession. And are they going to send in the field goal unit? Looks like. No, they're going to run a wildcat as Taryn Grooms will come in, and Kuhn will be the snap receiver here, and Grooms will be the blocking back for Kuhn if that's what they decide to do. Two receivers to each side of the formation, and they bring Kettner in motion. They give it on the double reverse. Steele looking downfield. He'll throw to Kuhn. Kuhn breaks a tackle. He's got enough for the first down. Still on his feet and into the end zone. For a Sheridan Bronc touchdown. From 18 yards out, a little razzle-dazzle from Kettner to Steele. Steele throws to Kuhn for the touchdown with 5:50 remaining here in the first half. Kuhn will come on for the extra point. The snap is back. The hold is good. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 5:50 remaining here in the first half, it's the Broncs 27, Kelly Walsh 0. We're back to Kelly Walsh High School right after this.
brand identity is an integral part of your company. It's how the public views your organization and relates to your business. The folks at Alpha Graphics are experts in helping you grow your brand through strategic and consistent marketing plans. Their goal is to help you get noticed and get business. Go to alphagraphicssheridan.com to request a quote today, or stop by their new location at 2266 North Main Street in Sheridan.
It's going to be a great year for Sheridan Broncs this year. Looking forward to a winning season. Hard to beat a team that's working together and with a winning spirit like the best team, EXP Realty. We strive to give you the best, whether it's buying or selling. And the Sheridan Broncs strive to give you the best high school football in the state of Wyoming. We are heading to a great season in high school football, and the Sheridan Broncs are the best in bringing you home the win. If you're looking to score a touchdown, call Jack and Kathleen Wood at Best Real Estate EXP Realty at 307-763-1249.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Kelly Walsh High School. Shane Parker alongside as we bring you live web stream and radio of the Broncs football season. Ty Gilbertson, a short end-over-ender, taking it to 10-yard line by Broadway. And another good return out across the 25 to about the 30, maybe the 31-yard line. Let's see. I think that's where it's going to be. Looks like the tackle made out there by Malachi Bandy Schmidt for the Broncs. Also, Taryn Grooms in on the tackle. And Kelly Walsh will take over. But nice little razzle-dazzle play there for the Broncs to score from 18 yards out. They brought Kettner on the end around, giving it to Kuhn coming back, or to Steele going back the other way. And then he throws the pass to Kuhn, who broke a couple tackles to get in the end zone from 18 yards out to give the Broncs the 27-0 lead here with 5:45 remaining in the first half. Sasser, 5 receivers in the formation, will bring a guy in motion behind it. The pitches to Broadway. Broadway dances across the 30, and the ball's taken away, and on the run, it's going to be Colson Kuhn with the strip and the Sheridan Broncs touchdown. He just ripped that ball away from the ball carrier and took it back for the touchdown. 35-yard return, and the Broncs are in the end zone again. So Kuhn with the strip. Takes it back 35 yards for the touchdown. The kick is up, and the kick is good, I do believe. It is good. So with 5:33 now remaining here in the first, it's the Broncs 34. Kelly Walsh, nothing. We're back right after this.
Do you love what you do? Well, I do. Hi, this is Jill Bates with Best Real Estate. I have the pleasure of working with many amazing people every day, assisting them with the next chapter, whether buying or selling. Real estate is not just looking at pretty homes. There are lots of hoops, steps, and challenges to overcome, and people to coordinate to achieve a successful closing. We don't expect you to know what to do. You don't do this every day like we do. Let me and my outstanding and caring team at Best Real Estate be your guide and make the start of your next chapter a success. Give us a call today, 675-BEST. As always, make it a great day.
Brokered by EXP.
I scream, you scream, we all scream. It's almost Halloween. So stop into Bomber Mountain Nutrition and try one of their Halloween-themed drinks like Eerie Energy, Spooky Smoothie, or one of their great pumpkin spiced options. And don't miss out on those Hocus Pocus specials next week. From shakes, smoothies, energy drinks, Manchester Street coffees, protein-packed drinks, to pre- and post-workout drinks. You can also turn any smoothie or shake into a protein-packed bowl or waffle. Look for updates on Facebook and Instagram and order delivery on DoorDash. Or come into Bomber Mountain Nutrition at 41 East 1st Street.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back. Ty Gilbertson's kick all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's going to be Bryant Blocker out across the 20 to about the 21-yard line is where Kelly Walsh will take over. The score coming in from Newcastle, where the Bighorn Rams are leading Newcastle 33-19 with 3:05 remaining in the second quarter. We'll try to get a keep you updated on that one. So 1st and 10, Kelly Walsh from their own 21-yard line. 5:25 remaining here in the first half. The Broncs leading 34-0 over Kelly Walsh. Kind of doing it all kinds of ways. Pass plays, running plays, a defensive takeaway for a touchdown. Sasser rolls to the near side, being chased by Larson. The pass is complete to Landon Walker out to about the 28 or 29-yard line. It's not going to bring up 2nd down and about 3. They're going to mark him at the 28-yard line. So a pickup of 7 on 1st down as the clock remains running here in the first half. Again, coming up at halftime, James Timberlake will take control, and he'll bring you up to date on all the happenings across Sheridan County. He'll talk about Wyoming Cowboy football, the despicable Denver Broncos from last night as well. Sure, he'll have a little bit of everything coming up on the halftime show. Sasser, pass, looking for Dillon out there along the near sideline. The pass is incomplete, as Armand Dillon couldn't quite control it, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Brings us up 3rd down now for the Trojans from the 28-yard line. Actually, they're going to say the 29-yard line. .435 remaining here in the first half. Defensive shift. They'll bring Broadway in motion, but the give straight ahead to Boynton. Boynton falls forward, but he's not going to have enough for the first down. It's going to be close, but I don't know that if he got it or not. They're going to say first down. Kelly Walsh, first down. They're going to run the clock at the 31-yard line of the Trojans. So we approach 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. The Broncs leading 34-0 here on the range scoreboard. Sasser slowly brings his team to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the far side. They'll send a man in motion, drop straight back, and he's going to find a receiver out across the 40. The receiver slips down on the grass. It's going to be enough for a first down. It's going to be Broadway. Vance Broadway with the catch. And another Kelly Walsh first down. Looked like he had a little more room there, but he slipped and went to the turf. So first down at the 42-yard line of the Trojans. So we approach 3.5 to go here in the first half. Sasser with a running back on his flank. That's Blocker going in motion. He'll keep it himself, get to the edge, and run out of bounds after a short gain out across the 45. Actually, they're going to say he goes out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. So a pickup of about 3 yards on first down, 2nd and 7 for the Trojans. The clock stops with 3:17 remaining here in the half. A lot of backups in for the Broncs. Sasser again has Blocker. Brings a man in motion. Drops straight back, looking deep. And it's overthrown as he was looking for Broadway down the near sideline. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 now for Kelly Walsh, with 3:12 remaining in the half. Try to bring you a score from Burns as the Tungiver Eagles try to continue their undefeated season. We'll see if we can get a score coming in from that one. So 3rd and 7 for the Trojans. Emmanuelson in the slot. A receiver to the near side and 2 on the outside. Sasser rolls to the far side, looks downfield, has a man, but he overthrows Walker at about the Bronc 35-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down now for Kelly Walsh, and it looks like they're going to bring on the punting unit. Cheyenne East leading Cheyenne Central 14-0 in the second quarter. Natrona County leading Campbell County 14-0 in the second quarter. Thunder Basin leading Laramie 27-7 also in the second quarter. And Rock Springs over Cheyenne South 35-0 in the second quarter. Tongue River leading Burns 13-7 at the last update. So the punter is Caden Boyce, and he gets the punt away, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be good field position for the Broncs. And they step it off, and it'll be the Bronc ball at the Kelly Walsh 43-yard, actually at the Broncs 43-yard line. That's where the Broncs will take over 1st and 10 after the punt. 3 minutes to go. Still here in the first half. See if the Broncs can punch another one in here before halftime. 5 receivers in the formation. Gilbertson alone in the backfield. Jackson Lynn, Wyatt Phillip, and Taryn Grooms to the far side. Berrettini and Kettner to the near side. The signals come in from the sideline. Gilbertson puts a man in motion. That's Grooms. And the handoff will come to Grooms. He'll bounce off a tackle, try to get outside down the near sideline, and yanked out of bounds right about midfield. Let's see, they're going to mark it 1 yard in. It's going to be at the Kelly Walsh 49-yard line, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Broncs. Again, Groom stays in the backfield. They're going to bring Kettner in motion. And they fake the give, but Gilbertson, he'll have enough for the 1st down as he crosses the down marker. And it'll be a Bronc 1st down at the 44-yard line with 2:36 remaining here in the first half. It's plenty of 1st down. They need the chains to move. The chains were just kind of standing still. There, they've got them set, and the Broncs are ready to go. 2.5 to go here in the first half. Grooms, the lone setback. Snap. Wide receiver screen to Kettner. And it's going to be a tackle for a loss. Good job out there by the Kelly Walsh defense as the safety or the cornerback came up, got around the blocking wide receiver and made the tackle on Kettner for a loss of about 3 yards back to the 49-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 13 for the Broncs. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Gilbertson goes off tackle, breaks a tackle, the ball's loose, and it's going to be battled for, and I think it's going to be recovered by Kelly Walsh. But a flag late as Brant Blocker absolutely destroyed Matt Kettner for no reason. Absolutely no reason at all. Blindside block. That'll back Kelly Walsh up 15 from where that's recovered. They did recover the fumble of Gilbertson. But that's going to be a personal foul late hit. So that's going to back up Kelly Walsh. back to the 20-yard line. So the Broncs won't capitalize after the punt as they turn it over. Gilbertson with the fumble as he was going through the line of scrimmage. And Kelly Walsh was able to bounce on it, but a late hit unnecessary roughness penalty on the Trojans backs them up to the 20-yard line with 1:41 to go. So Sasser will bring his crew back to the line of scrimmage. Three receivers to the near formation. Sasser rolling. Now he's going to keep it along the near sideline, and out of bounds he goes after a pickup of about 6 or 7. See where they spot it. I think they're going to spot him out at about the 27 or 28-yard line. They're going to give him 8 yards on the play. With 1:34 remaining here in the half, he was able to get out of bounds. So Sasser puts a man in motion. That's Broadway. The pitch is to Broadway. The two-hand chest pass. Broadway bouncing off at tacklers. It's going to be enough for a Kelly Walsh first down, but he stays in bounds. The clock will run as soon as the chains are set. So 1st and 10, Kelly Walsh, 1:21 remaining in the half. As the clock continues to wind. .105 and counting. Sasser brings 2 men in the formation to the near side with a single setback. Brings Emmanuelson in motion. Looking, finds Emmanuelson in the flat, and he'll run out of bounds. And I think he's going to have enough for a first down out across the 44 to the 40, about the 45 yard line. It'll be first down Kelly Walsh right at the 45 with under a minute to go here in the first half. So Kelly Walsh has all 3 timeouts and 50 seconds to work with here in the second quarter. They really like to put Gibson Sasser in a running formation where he can get out and move the ball a little bit. This time a deep pass down along the far sideline, just a little too far. Cody Dunham seeing his first action of the year, coming back from major leg surgery. He's finally back after injuring his leg last year during football and wrestling season, but he's worked his way back and seeing his first action tonight. So welcome back, Cody Dunham. He was there for the Broncs to bring up 2nd down and 10. .45 seconds remaining here in the first half. Sasser. Three guys to the far side with a blocker in front of him. And he's going to be, running for his life, and he's able to get the ball away incomplete as Jackson Lynn chased him down from the backside. But just before Lynn got there, Sasser was able to throw it away as he was looking for his receiver downfield. That was Armand Dillon. .39 seconds remaining here in the first half. 3rd and 10 for the Trojans. Boynton, the lone running back, along with Sasser in the gun. 3 receivers to the far side. Quickly finds Vance underneath on the little screen play. Vance Broadway keeps it. His forward progress stopped, and now Kelly Walsh wants a timeout, I do believe, with 29 seconds to go here in the first half. A big play all the way into Bronx territory down to the Bronx 30-yard line. They're going to run the clock now. Actually, there was no timeout. 23 seconds left now. Little screen play to Vance Broadway. Gibson rolled to the near side. Again, looks for a receiver, but it's a little wide. Incomplete with 15 seconds left. Sasser will come back to the huddle. Again, coming up at halftime, James Timberlake will take it controls, and he'll bring you up to date on all the happenings around Sheridan County sports and scores from around the state here on this 6th week of football. Sasser rolls to the near side, has a man, and it's going to be caught and marked out of bounds at about the 21 or 22-yard line with 10 seconds left. Kelly Walsh looking to get on the board. And Kelly Walsh is going to take a quick timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be back with more Sheridan Bronx football right after this.
Book your holiday party at the Ramada Plaza during October, and your event room rental will be free. Whether you have a large or a small company party, the Ramada Plaza can accommodate you. They'll make sure your party is a memorable and fun-filled event. They will assist you with menu options, decorating ideas, and party details that will surpass your expectations and stay within your budget. Call and book your party in October and get your event room rental free. Call the Ramada Plaza in Sheridan at 672-8931.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Casper Kelly Walsh High School here in Casper, as the Bronx lead the Trojans 34-0 here on the range scoreboard. Third down and about 3 for the Trojans. Call it 3rd and 2, I guess, from the 20-yard line. After the timeout, Kelly Walsh comes to the line of scrimmage with 10 seconds remaining here in the half. Sasser, 3 men to the far side, rolls that way, fires, and it's incomplete with 7 seconds left to bring up 4th down now for Kelly Walsh. An update from across town. The Sheridan Lady Bronx win set 1 over Casper Natrona 25-23. So a big first set win for the Lady Bronx. Sasser back to the line of scrimmage. He'll have Blocker as the lone running back. Tight end on the far side with 2 receivers on the near side. They bring Emmanuel in motion. Gibson who rolls this side, and he's out of bounds with 2 seconds left. And is it enough for the first down? It's going to be close. I think they're going to give him the first down. With 2 seconds left, Kelly Walsh will have it first down. And Kelly Walsh is going to take another timeout as well. We'll take one as well. We'll be back to Kelly Walsh High School right after this.
Wyoming Corporate Office is the trusted business choice behind thousands of businesses. Whether it's business formation, payroll, corporate paperwork, mail scanning service, or small business phone service, Wyoming Corporate Office powers over 100,000 businesses worldwide and locally. This makes Wyoming Corporate Office the state's largest business-to-business service provider, located right here in Sheridan, Wyoming. If you're drowning in corporate paperwork looking for someone with an unmatched experience that cares and wants to be your partner in making your business successful, trust that Wyoming Corporate Office can help you focus on what makes your business tick. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Again, we're just 2 seconds away from halftime. Kelly Walsh uses their second timeout with just 2 seconds remaining here in the half as they try to get on the scoreboard. The Bronx leading 34-0 as we approach halftime. Bronx have done a little bit of everything. Three passing touchdowns in the first half. A 6-yard touchdown run by Colson Kuhn, and then Kuhn stripped the running back and took it back 35 yards for the Bronx touchdown on the last time Kelly Walsh had the ball. So Sasser, with 2 seconds left, brings his troop to the line. He'll bring Emmanuel in motion. He'll roll to the far side. Thomason being held. Sasser breaks out of one tackle, but then he's swallowed up and taken down as the half comes to an end. Dane Steele gets the sack at the end of the half. It's the Sheridan Bronx 34 and the Kelly Walsh Trojans 0. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it'll be James Timberlake. He'll take you through the halftime. We're back to Harry Gildine Stadium here in Kelly Walsh after the halftime break.
It's time for the Homestar Halftime Show. We'll be back with a wrap of the first half right after this word from Homestar, your easiest way home.
There's a lot of hype about mortgage interest rates right now. The like sport.
Are you looking to ease a financial burden, secure college funding, make home improvements, consolidate debt? Hi, this is Matt with Homestar. These are all things we can help you with. Don't let national news stop you from exploring options to solve your problems and ease your mind. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming is proud to Lichty to their world-class team. Whether you're an athlete or wanting to continue your active lifestyle, Dr. Lichty proudly offers a full spectrum of bone, joint, and muscle care to help you stay strong. Visit bhosc.com to learn more. Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming, specializing in what moves you. Now open in Sheridan at 1301 Avon Street, Suite A at the Burton Flats.
The Wyoming Way. Living in the 307 is close to heaven, and the home we love is made all the better when we take care of our neighbors. When you bank with the Bank of Sheridan, your money stays here, working in our community as hard as you do. We offer great rates and service, and all loan decisions are made locally. You work hard out there. Let us do the same for you. Stop by today and experience the local difference. It's the Wyoming Way. Buffalo Fed Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford is one of the largest Ford dealerships in the state of Wyoming. They have a large selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs for sale. Stop by Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford to order your new Ford Bronco or Ford truck. Their experienced sales team are there to help. When you shop Fremont, you can count on them to deliver an exceptional dealership experience from start to finish. Visit FremontMotorsSheridan.com or stop by 1658 Coffeen Avenue.
There's a lot of hype about mortgage interest rates right now, but like sports, we can be working on your preseason mortgage game. This is Autumn Showtime Morris with Homestar. If you want the best rate when you're ready for a home loan, let's make sure everything you need is in place to get that win. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming is proud to welcome fellowship-trained sports medicine surgeon Dr. Daniel Lichty to their world-class team. Whether you're an athlete or wanting to continue your active lifestyle, Dr. Lichty proudly offers a full spectrum of bone, joint, and muscle care to help you stay strong. Visit bhosc.com to learn more. Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming, specializing in what moves you. Now open in Sheridan at 1301 Avon Street, Suite A at the Burton Flats.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hardworking athletes with youth sponsorships, and the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. Buffalo Fed Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Fremont Motor.
You're right at home, loving that 8 to 5. Never have to leave you here alone when I'm working overtime.
Sheridan.com or stop by 1658 Coffin Avenue.
When the roads turn bad, you find out in a hurry if you need new tires. Hi, this is Chris Hayden with Hammer Chevrolet. Come in and let's get a new set of tires on your vehicle and get you safely on your way. We carry brand names like BF Goodrich, Bridgestone, Continental, Dunlop, Firestone, Goodyear, Michelin, Pirelli, Uniroyal, and more. With our price match guarantee, you never have to wait for a tire sale. Provide us with a better price at the time of purchase, and we'll match it. Find a better price within 30 days of the purchase, and we'll refund the difference. You can't beat our tire price match guarantee from Hammer Chevrolet. Online at hammerchevy.com.
Cool evenings mean it's time to get ready for those colder days ahead. How do your corrals look? Farmers Co-op has the panels and other fencing materials to get them fixed. Are your bunks in good shape? Farmers Co-op can help you with those as well. Need to order some livestock vaccines? Yep, Farmers Co-op is the place. Whatever you need to get your place in shape for the cold months ahead, you'll find it at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffin Avenue here in Sheridan.
in the division and beating the last ranked undefeated team last week. As for the matchup with Kelly Walsh tonight, the Broncs have dominated the Trojans, have not lost to them in 13 years and have won the last four matchups by a combined score of 153-17, And right now the Broncs are on their way to continuing that streak, leading the Trojans at the halfway point 34-0. Coming up on the Bronc Halftime Report presented by Homestar, we will get into the weekend schedule for our local sports teams, as well as preview the Cowboys game against San Jose State on Saturday and recap the Broncos matchup from last night if we got time. I started a little bit late against the Colts. But first, we will get you some updated football scores from across the state. In the 4A right now, Cheyenne Central, 4th ranked, is tied with number 2 Cheyenne East. That one's in halftime. Number 3 in Natrona County is leading Campbell County on the road 35-0. That one's at half as well. Number 5, Thunder Basin, leading 41-7 in the second quarter, approaching halftime in that one as well. And then Rock Springs 48-0 over Cheyenne South right now at the half as well. Locally in 2A, number 2 Tongue River 13-7 over Burns right now at the half. And then number 4 Bighorn 33-7 on the road in Newcastle. And that one is in the second quarter as well. Coming up this weekend in the local sports scene, the Sheridan Lady Bronc Swimmers and Divers are having their final home meets of the season. They hosted Powell this afternoon and will host Kelly Walsh tomorrow, with first events set to begin at 10 a.m. It was a busy day in cross country across the state. The Bronc and Lady Bronc teams were in Gillette today, taking part in the Wayne Cheney cross country meet at the Camplex. Tongue River Eagles and Lady Eagles were in Powell today, running in the Pinnacle Bank Powell Invitational at the Powell Golf Club. And finally, the Bighorn Rams and Lady Rams cross-country teams were in Glen Rock, running the Glen Rock Invitational at the Glen Rock Golf Course. Switching over to volleyball, the Lady Broncs are having their only game of the week today over in Casper, taking on Natrona, so basically right across the street from where the Broncs are playing. First serve in the varsity game was scheduled for 6 p.m., so we'll get updates for that one as we go along as well. And finally, the Sheridan Hawks are back in action for their 2022 season. They've started off a little bit rocky with a 1-3 record, but they'll look to turn that around with matchups on the road against Rapid City tonight and tomorrow, with the puck set to drop at 7:05 in both of those matchups. So the Hawks already set off and are going tonight, but it'll be at 7:05 tomorrow as well. The Wyoming Cowboys are coming off their third loss of the season and their second in a row this past weekend, falling to the San Jose State Spartans 33-16. This one for the Cowboys felt a little bigger, a little bit more of a step back than they were expected. Falling to BYU 2 weeks ago was disappointing, but it was also probably a little bit more expected. This one felt like the Cowboys are possibly going to regret it come later down the season. But San Jose State did look like the better team on both sides of the ball, gaining nearly 500 yards of offense and holding the Pokes to about nearly half that in only 110 pass yards. Quarterback Andrew Peasley had an especially disappointing game for the Cowboys, completing just 6 of 20 passes for 85 yards. He did have 2 touchdowns and an interception. It is the second time this year Peasley has been held under 10 completions and 100 yards so far this season. Another thing that has been a glaring issue for the Pokes so far this season popped up again against the Spartans, which is their pass defense. While Spartan QB Chevon Cordero wasn't the most efficient, going at 21 for 37, he did have 314 yards and a touchdown, with 2 more coming on the ground as well. Wide receiver Elijah Cooks had 177 of those, 314 yards on 8 receptions for San Jose State as well. After that game, the Pokes now rank 103rd out of 131 eligible teams in pass yards allowed per game in the NCAA so far this season. Coming up this weekend for the Pokes, it's a matchup with the New Mexico Lobos on the road in Albuquerque. I thought coming into this week and looking at the rest of the college football schedule that the Sickos committee on Twitter was going to name this Sickos game of the week. But lo and behold, there are a lot of bad college football matchups this weekend, including the game that did get the Sickos game of the week. One close to home for the Cowboy fans, the Jay Norvell Bowl down in Nevada between 0-4 Colorado State and 2-3 Nevada. So all you Sickos out there, make sure you tune into that one. Turning back to the Pokes, though, if you're looking for offensive fireworks, this one might not be the matchup for you. Both the Pokes and the Lobos come into this game averaging less than 21 points per game. And Cowboys fans, if you think you've been watching less than stellar offense so far this year, the Lobos know something about bad offense. They're averaging just 15 points per game this season on 196 yards per game of total offense, which is about 100 yards less than the Cowboys average, and they only throw about 104 yards per game. By the way, 104 yards per game is a lower pass yardage per game than Navy, and Navy throws the ball just 22% of the time, whereas New Mexico throws the ball 41% of the time. This should be a game where the Cowboys' less than stellar defense won't hurt them as bad as it has in the rest of their losses. But as of Friday night, the Cowboys are 3.5-point favorites over the Lobos, and are in the over-under sits at a measly 37 points. We'll see if the Pokes can snap their 2-game losing streak when they take on the New Mexico Lobos, and we will have all that live for you over on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO, with pregame scheduled for 3:30 p.m. and kickoff scheduled for 5 p.m. The Denver Broncos, boy, oh boy, they had their Week 5 matchup take place last night, the rare double horse matchup taking on the Indianapolis Colts. There wasn't a single touchdown scored between either of the two teams in the 12-9 overtime loss for the Broncos, and I don't think I'm out of turn saying that it was arguably the worst primetime game so far this year. It was so bad that as the game was going into overtime, there were Broncos fans literally leaving the stadium because they didn't want to watch overtime. It's free football, and a good amount of Broncos fans were literally refusing the offer, and rightfully so. If you weren't watching that last night, you were almost certainly doing something better with your time, because it was a drag. The Bronco offense still hasn't figured anything out. Russell Wilson looks like a completely different quarterback compared to what even just a season ago, and former MVP Matt Ryan arguably looked worse. Matt Ryan went 26 for 41 for 254 yards with 2 interceptions, throwing just 6.8 yards downfield on average, and took 6 sacks and recorded 3 turnover-worthy plays, and finished with a 42.2 passing grade according to Pro Football Focus. Russell Wilson finished 21 of 39 for 274 yards, 2 interceptions as well. He did have a 10.4 average depth of target, but he made a series of baffling decisions throughout the game, and ended with a 38.5 pass grade from Pro Football Focus. The Bronco offense's terrible performance cost their defense arguably their best performance. They finished with 34 total pressures against the Colts offense, Colts QB Matt Ryan, 21 total hurries and 8 sacks, forced 2 fumbles, as well as getting those 2 interceptions on defense as well. One of the best performances I think I have seen from a losing team in recent memory. The Broncos have a lot of questions to ask themselves after that loss, and rightfully so. They and that game as a whole have been the running joke on social media all day long, and starting 2-3, especially in the division they are in, is not a recipe for success. They will need to find a lot of answers on the offensive side of the ball quickly, because they are already facing an uphill battle in order to make the playoffs. Broncos have an extra long break to answer those questions, as their next game doesn't come until next Monday when they hit the road to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. And, of course, another primetime game on Monday Night Football, and we will have a preview of that one for you next week. It looks like the Bronx and Trojans are getting ready to head back out onto the field for the second half, so we're going to send it back out to Shane Parker and Casper for the start of the third quarter. Thank you very much for tuning in. I have been your host, James Timberlake, and you have been listening to the Bronx Halftime Report presented by Homestar.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports, because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hard-working athletes with youth sponsorships, and the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. Buffalo Fed Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Casper Kelly Walsh High School. The Bronx and Trojans get ready for the second half of tonight's 4A battle. The Bronx leading 34-0 on the range scoreboard. Again, Sheridan Lady Bronx volleyball team across town at Natrona. The Lady Bronx won the first set 25-23, lost the second set to Natrona 25-14. So we will try to keep you up to date as everything is going through tonight. Lady Bronx volleyball been struggling a little bit this year, but a nice first set win over Natrona. See if they can battle and take Natrona to 5, and then see if they can get that win tonight. Sheridan Hawks leading the Badlands out of Rapid City. The Badlands Sabres 2-1 early in that game as well. As we get ready to go here from Kelly Walsh High School, it'll be Ty Gilbertson putting the ball on the tee. So Sheridan will kick to Kelly to start the second half. As Sheridan pitched the shutout in the first half, 34-0, Bronx lead, and Gilbertson's kick will be taken from about the 12-yard line by Blocker. He breaks a tackle, and he's out in the open. He's across the 40, but the big flag right at the 20-yard line that sprung him, and that's going to be a hold, I'm sure, back there. And so Blocker out across the 45 to about the 47, but that's going to come back. It is a hold on the Trojans. So that'll set the Trojans back out to about the 10-yard line is where they will snap this on their first play of the second half. But the Bronx kickoff team has not done a good job tonight, as they have allowed Kelly Walsh really good field position several times tonight on kickoffs. But it'll be 1st and 10 Trojans at their own 10-yard line as we get ready to go here in the second half. .11:51. The officials have to switch out the ball, bring Kelly Walsh's football into the game. So Gibson Sasser, the senior quarterback, brings a man in motion. The chest pitch to Emmanuelson, going to be dropped for a loss back at about the 6-yard line. Maybe they're going to say he got back to the 9-yard line. So a loss of just 1 on the play. So Sasser, funny looking pitch that they do run here at Kelly Walsh. It's a looks like a two-handed basketball chest pass. So Sasser, again, has one back next to him in the formation, brings a man in motion. That's Corbin Richardson, and the give straight ahead. And not much there out across the 10 to about the 11-yard line was the running back, Caden Boyce, for just a couple of yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Trojans from the 11-yard line. Maybe give them the 12. I guess we'll call it 2nd down and 8 from the 12. Looks like the same formation for the Trojans. 2 receivers to the near side. Brings a man in motion. Looking downfield. The ball's knocked out of there. It's an incomplete pass. As big Alex Haswell got up there and batted that pass down. It'll bring up 4th down and long for the Trojans with 10:17 remaining here in the 3rd. Matt Kettner and Dane Steele back deep for the Broncs. And the punter is going to be Caden Boyce, the junior. He has a 21 punts on the air for a 33-yard average. He'll be kicking it from about his own goal line. The snap is good, and the kick is away, and it's a good kick. Drives Kettner back to the 45-yard line. Kettner, he's around the far side to the 40, to 35-30. A flag back at about the 40-yard line. And Kettner will be run down and driven back as he got it inside the 15, but that's all going to go for nothing as there's a flag laying about the 42-yard line. And it'll back the Broncs up. I'm sure a hold down here. On the Broncs. Illegal block in the back on the Broncs. And so that'll march it 10 yards back from the spot of the foul. And they're saying the spot of the foul is at the 45-yard line. He didn't even catch it at the 45, I don't think. But that's what the officials say. So that'll bring the Broncs all the way back into their own territory. So 1st and 10 for the Broncs. Gilbertson takes a snap, gives to Grooms. Taryn around the near side, breaks a tackle across midfield to the 40 and inside the 40-yard line, down to about the 39. But a flag back in Bronc territory. A hold on the Broncs. Flag thrown at the Bronc 44-yard line. So it'll bring up 1st down and 21 now for the Broncs from their own 34. So 3 receivers to the far side of the formation with Berrettini alone on the near side. Gilbertson fakes the give. Finds a man in the seam, overthrown to Kettner. It'll bring up 2nd down. Gilbertson's pass for Kettner right down the middle of the field, just a little overthrown and incomplete. 9:48 remaining here in the 3rd. Second down and 20. Same formation. The fake. Now the pass. Almost intercept. They went right back to the same pass play. A better ball was thrown, but better coverage by Kelly Walsh as well, as they got in there and almost intercepted that pass, who was intended for Matthew Kettner. And now it'll bring up 3rd and 20 for the Broncs. I'm sure Colson Kuhn's night is done as the Broncs lead this 34-0. No need to have him in there to risk injury. 5 wide. Bring Grunes back to the formation. Drop straight back. Gilbertson right down the middle has Berrettini all alone, and he's loose. Berrettini to the 20, 10, 5. Bronc touchdown. Dominic Berrettini. Wow, what a big play. That was from the Bronc 34-yard line. 66 yards for the Bronc touchdown. So Colson will come on now to try the extra point. Gilbertson finds Dominic Berrettini. Kuhn's kick is up, and it is good. With 9:32 remaining in the third quarter, it's the Sheridan Broncs 41, Kelly Walsh nothing. We're back to Kelly Walsh High School right after this.
Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford is one of the largest Ford dealerships in the state of Wyoming. They have a large selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs for sale. Stop by Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford to order your new Ford Bronco or Ford truck. Their experienced sales team are there to help. When you shop Fremont, you can count on them to deliver an exceptional dealership experience from start to finish. Visit FremontMotorsSheridan.com or stop by 1658 Coffin Avenue.
When the roads turn bad, you find out in a hurry if you need new tires. Hi, this is Chris Hayden with Hammer Chevrolet. Come in and let's get a new set of tires on your vehicle and get you safely on your way. We carry brand names like BF Goodrich, Bridgestone, Continental, Dunlop, Firestone, Goodyear, Michelin, Pirelli, Uniroyal, and more. With our price match guarantee, you never have to wait for a tire sale. Provide us with a better price at the time of purchase, and we'll match it. Find a better price within 30 days of the purchase, and we'll refund the difference. You can't beat our tire price match guarantee from Hammer Chevrolet. Online at hammerchevy.com.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Casper Kelly Walsh High School. Shane Parker alongside. Gilbertson's kick. This one's going to go 4 or 5 yards into the end zone for the touchback. So with 9:32 remaining, the Broncs lead it 41-0. They need one more score to get this into a running clock situation. Mercy rule. So the Bronc defense comes back out on the field. See a lot of numbers out there that don't get a lot of playing time, but it's good to see them out there. Andrew Alley out there on the defensive line. Also see Peyton Jack out there on the D line. John Henry Justice, also Alex Haswell still out there. DJ Ellinger. So now a different quarterback in the ball game for the Trojans as well. And the pitch to the running back will pick up 2 or 3 yards on first down, and it's Vance Broadway. Number 41 is the quarterback for Kelly Walsh, and there's no 41 on the roster. Quarterback is Xavier Harris, and the pitch is to Blocker. Blocker going to be pulled down, and that's going to be for a loss back to the 20-yard line. Loss of about 3 or 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up 3rd and long now for the Trojans. Coming back in for the Trojans, Mekhi Bovey also coming in. $7:50 remaining here in the third quarter. Emmanuel in motion. The give straight ahead. A flag on the play. And the give out across the 30. Looks to be maybe enough for a first down, depending on the flag. It's going to be really close to a Trojan first down. An illegal chop block on the Trojans. And are they going to back him up? Are they going to decline that penalty? They are going to back him up. So it's going to be 3rd and long now for the Trojans. So the referees are trying to figure this out. And it will back him up all the way to the 10-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and about 20 now for the Trojans. The Bronx defense has their ears pinned back. They're going to try to come after this. Pass attempted and knocked down out there. Looked like Cale Gilbertson had a chance to intercept that one, but it went off his hands. And the Trojans are going to have to punt the ball away with 6:52 remaining. Good defense by the Bronx. So the punting team will come on for the Trojans. Bronx leading 41-0 here on the range scoreboard. Back deep is Matt Kettner and Dane Steele for the Bronx. This time, Caden Boyce will have to kick it from about the middle of his own end zone. Elijah Phillip goes after it, but it does not get to it, but it's a short punt. That's going to go out of bounds. They're going to step this thing off. It'll be inside the 30-yard line, maybe even as close to the 25. Sheridan Bronx football at the Kelly Walsh 25-yard line. So a real poor punt by Kelly Walsh sets up the Bronx with great field position. 1st and 10 at the Trojan 25-yard line. And now Darren Davidson, the quarterback, in for the Bronx. The junior transferred in from Berthoud, Colorado. The give to Grooms. Grooms bounces at the run outside, trying to get to the corner. Fights off one man and is run out of bounds after a gain of about 5. So it'll bring up 2nd down and about 5, maybe, 2nd down and 5 for the Bronx. As Davidson looks to the sideline. He's got some other youngsters in the game. Chance Morris, one of the receivers, to the near side. Dom Berrettini to the far outside. Grooms, he'll reset. Bring a man in motion. And the jet sweep to Ryan Metcalf. Metcalf, he'll dive across the 20, be taken down about right at the 20, 21-yard line. And it'll bring up third down and about 5 for the Broncs. We'll call it 3rd and 6, a loss of 1 on the play. As Ryan Metcalf now in the ball game for the Broncs. As we approach 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, Davidson comes to the line of scrimmage in the shotgun formation. He's got 2 men to the near side, 2 to the outside, and he'll bring Morris across the formation and give it to him. Chance tries to wrestle away from one man, and he's slammed down after a loss of about 2 or 3. It'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Broncs from their own 25-yard line. Morris just could not get away. And let's see if they'll let Davidson, he's got a cannon of an arm. We'll see if they'll let him turn it loose. Looks like Kelly Walsh is going to pin their ears back. Davidson, and he's down the far sideline. He's got enough for the first down and more. Davidson down the sideline. He steps out of bounds and see where they call him out. He's inside the 5, it looks like. Out of bounds at about the 3 or 2 yard line is where he steps out. Actually, right at the 1, it looks like maybe. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Broncs from the 1 yard line. So Davidson gets the signals from the sideline. Again, he's got Grooms flanked next to him. 4 guys in the formation as wideouts. Berrettini and Morris to the near side. Davidson, the give, straight ahead to Grooms. Grooms fights for the goal line, and he is in. The near side official comes in, and that's a Sheridan Bronc touchdown. Taryn Grooms. With 5:05 remaining here in the third quarter, Taryn Grooms from 5 yards out, or actually from 1 yard out, puts the Broncs into the mercy rule time. Colson Kuhn will come on. The snap is back. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. And with 5:05 remaining here in the third quarter, it's the Sheridan Broncs 48. Kelly Walsh Trojans 0. We'll back to Kelly Walsh High School right after this.
Cool evenings mean it's time to get ready for those colder days ahead. How do your corrals look? Farmers Co-op has the panels and other fencing materials to get them fixed. Are your bunks in good shape? Farmers Co-op can help you with those as well. Need to order some livestock vaccines? Yep, Farmers Co-op is the place. Whatever you need to get your place in shape for the cold months ahead, you'll find it at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffeen Avenue here in Sheridan.
The share it with a friend deal, even if that friend is yourself. Your McDonald's, your rules.
There's a deal for every friendship at McDonald's. Right now, buy a Big Mac, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, or a quarter pounder with cheese, and get the second one for just $1. And pair them with one of our frozen drinks, like the new Fanta Blue Raspberry. Price participation may vary. Valid for product of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Kelly Walsh High School here in Casper, where Ty Gilbertson's kickoff goes out of bounds, and that will give the Trojans the ball, I believe, at the 35-yard line. On the penalty, if you kick the ball out of bounds, they get it at the 35. So 5:05 remaining. Gilbertson will come out Actually, Kelly Walsh wants to try to return this, so they're not going to take it at the 35. They're going to make the Bronx re-kick this thing. So the kickoff team's got to come back and do it again. Gilbertson. He'll boot this one away right down the middle of the field. It's going to drive the returner, I think that's blocker, all the way back to the 5-yard line. He'll return it out to about the 30, and that's where the Trojans will take over. Now the clock's going to just run. The remainder of this game will go fairly quickly. So with 4:40 remaining here in the third quarter, it's a running clock situation now as the Bronx lead at 48-0 here on the range scoreboard. Kelly Walsh, the handoff. That's going to go to Caden Boyce. He'll break a tackle out across the 40, and that'll be enough, pretty close to a Kelly Walsh first down. I think they will give him the first down. And so it'll be first down, Kelly Walsh, 3:50 remaining. So Kelly Walsh back to the line of scrimmage, 4 men in the formation. And the give, straight ahead, a fumble on the play. The ball is on the ground, and who recovered it? I think it's recovered by Kelly Walsh. Just got word the Lady Bronx won set 3 over Casper Natrona, 25-22. So ahead of the fourth set. Lady Bronx leading Natrona 2-1. Second down and 8. Natrona recovered the fumble. Kelly Walsh recovered the fumble. Pass play caught out there by Corbin Richardson. The ball, they're going to say incomplete as Taryn Grooms picked up what he thought was a fumbled ball, and he was racing for the end zone, but they call the pass incomplete. As we approach 2:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Third down and 7 for the Trojans. Now a broken play. Running back loose down the near sideline. He's going to be wrestled down and taken down, but I think Kelly Walsh is in for the touchdown. A 56-yard touchdown run, I think, by Mekhi Bovey. He was the running back who got loose on the Bronx secondary. So Mekhi Bovey gets in the end zone with 1:47. And now the point after. As Caden Boyce so Kelly Walsh on the board. It's a 56-yard touchdown run. And the kick is up, and it is no good. So with 1:47 remaining in the third, it's the Bronx 48, Kelly Walsh 6. We're back to Kelly Walsh High School right after this.
Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT with EBA Hearing and Sound.
Hearing well is living well, and we're here to help.
Not only are we able to provide premier hearing aid technology with Bluetooth and AI, but we can address the environment in which you are hearing.
Our sound consultation services tailor solutions to fit your needs. Whether at work, at church, or at home, if you're struggling to hear, we can help.
Call EBA Hearing and Sound today, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
Have you been to the showroom at Thompson Master Masons? If you're thinking about doing a masonry project, you need to stop by and check it out. Thompson's located on the corner of Broadway and 11th and Sheridan with a showroom full of brick and stone samples. They offer both man-made and natural stone. As a matter of fact, Thompson Master Masons has the widest selection of stone, block, and brick in town. Wholesale or retail, contact Thompson Master Masons.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Kelly Walsh High School. Kelly Walsh gets a 56-yard touchdown run from Mekhi Bovey, a sophomore running back for the Kelly Walsh Trojans on the Bronx second teamers. And the Bronx lead 48-6 on the range scoreboard with 1:47 remaining here in the third quarter. The kickoff is going to be taken by Kettner, but he's going to keep it on the fake to steal. Kettner breaks a tackle. He's going down the far sideline, has one guy to beat, and he's tripped up just shy of midfield at about the 46 or 47-yard line. So a good return. With 1:36 remaining. So it'll be Darren Davidson again coming out on the offense. He led the Bronx to a touchdown drive, his last possession. He's going to bring Metcalf in motion. The high snap to Davidson. He'll take it. He'll go down the far sideline, pick up 6 or 7, maybe even 8 yards on first down. See where they spot it. It's going to be into Kelly Walsh territory, about the 44-yard line. We'll give him 6 yards on the first down carry. So 2nd down and 4. Good thing Davidson's 6'3" or 6'4" to get his hand on that one. This time it's Ryan Metcalf again. He cuts it up inside. He's going to be pulled back after a short gain, maybe 3 yards. We'll call it 3rd down and 1 for the Bronx. With 46 seconds to go here in the third. Davidson with 4 receivers in the formation. Grooms in the backfield alongside. And the give is to Grooms. Grooms, he's not going to get there. He's going to be stacked up shy of the first down. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up 4th and 1 for the Bronx. And let's see what Coach Mowry does here. Colin Custis is going to come into the formation for the Bronx. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. 4th and 1. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. The Bronx leading 48-6. As we head to quarter number 4, you're listening to Sheridan Bronx Football on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, Nicole Soto, and Wade McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McColl, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
1 season, 2 halves, 4 quarters, 1 halftime, 1 final whistle. A season of memories to last a lifetime. Don't let distractions turn those memories into tragedies. Texting while driving is a dangerous distraction. Sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. Whether you're driving to the game or down the court, YDOT reminds you to stop the texts and stop the wrecks.
Paid for by YDOT Federal 402 funding.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Casper Kelly Walsh High School. Quarter number 4 here on Friday Night Lights. 48-6, the Bronx lead as we head to the fourth quarter. And it'll be a 4th and 1. And the offense is still out on the field. They're having to reset the chains here. Oh my. What are they? The chain gang is all confused. It's 4th and 1. The ball is sitting at the 43-yard line. And it should be 4th and 1, not 4th and 11. The chains are still not set right. I mean, they are. It was 4th down and 1, and now they're showing 4th down and 3. That is still not, it is not correct, but oh my goodness. Davidson, the high snap to Custis. Custis fighting for the first down, and I think he's gonna be really close. Let's see where they spot the ball. It's gonna be really close. Actually, it's not gonna be enough, and it will be a turnover on downs. The officials really screwed up the chains on that quarter exchange. It should have been 4th and 1. The way they had it spotted, it was 4th and 3. They didn't give them the first down. The coaching staff for the Bronx not arguing at all. Obviously, they're up 48-6. But this Laramie crew got that one wrong for sure. Mekhi Bovey, again, the ball carrier, looking for a little room down the far side. He's going to swallow it up quickly and run out of bounds after a gain of a couple. The clock keeps running. 10:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Bronx are going to win this thing. They're going to go to 7-0 on the season and a big road trip back to Casper next week to take on Casper Natrona, who will be 6-1 after tonight. As we take a look at the scoreboard here. Second down and 8. Xavier Harris, a pass complete out there to Armand Dillon. Short gain, going to bring up 3rd down for the Trojans. Last update, Cheyenne East and Cheyenne Central were tied at 14. Natrona County was leading Campbell County 21-0 at halftime. Thunder Basin leading Laramie 54-7 in the third quarter, and Rock Springs shutting out Cheyenne South 48-0. Tongue River leading Burns 13-7 in the third quarter, and Bighorn was leading Newcastle 40-19 at halftime. Buffalo playing tonight as well, leading Worland 42-7. And again, the give to Bovey going really nowhere. It's going to bring up 4th and 1 for the Trojans. It'll be 4th down as we approach 9 minutes to go here in the ball game. Mekhi Bovey back into the ball game for the Trojans. So we approach 8:45 remaining. The clock will just continue to run. Xavier Harris in now at quarterback. Corbin Richardson. He went in motion. The give straight ahead to Bovey. He's got enough for the first down. He'll run the ball down into Bronc territory. Good looking youngster running back for the Trojans. Runs hard. That'll move the ball to about the Bronc 37-yard line. So Harris will bring his guys back to the line. Blocker, the running back, right next to him. 3 receivers in the formation with a tight end. They'll bring a man in motion across the formation. And a flag. Got a false start on the Trojans. That'll back them up 5. That'll make it 1st and 15 with 7:40 remaining. And the clock will wind. So the Broncs have 2 games remaining on the schedule after this one. Next week at Natrona, and then their final home game the last week of the regular season at home against Campbell County, which could be a big one as well. Campbell County playing better and better. Harris looks downfield, avoids one man, now takes off. He's got some wheels. He fumbles the ball, and it goes out of bounds. The ball got knocked out of bounds off the fumble, and looks like Kelly Walsh will retain possession. It'll be about it'll be 2nd down and 11. For the Trojans. 6:50 to go. So Xavier Harris will bring his guys back to the line. 4 guys again in the formation. Bring a man across. The give to Boyce. He'll hurdle one man down the far sideline and run out of bounds. Enough. I think that's going to be enough for a first down. Looks like it'll be close. And it will be 3rd down and short. 3rd and about a long 1. As Caden Boyce was the ball carrier. And now the clock will stop, and officials are going to back the Sheridan guys up a little bit. $5:43 remaining. Kelly Walsh getting some of the youngsters some playing time as well. Xavier Harris in at quarterback. Brings Richardson in motion. The give straight ahead to Mekhi. Mekhi runs hard. He'll have enough for the first down at about the 17-yard line of the Broncs. Stay tuned for the Bronc postgame show and the Blowdorn Lumber highlight show. We'll have all that coming your way after this one is over. A lot of big plays for the Broncs tonight. Hopefully hear from head coach Jeff Mowry on the postgame show. Again, Richardson in motion. The give straight ahead to Blocker. Blocker battles off a couple and will be taking the ball down inside the 10, maybe right to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Actually, we'll call it 2nd down and 3 for the Trojans with 4.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Brant Blocker back in for the Trojans. Harris barks out the play, sends a man in motion. The give is to Caden Boyce. Boyce runs right through a couple blockers and in for the Kelly Walsh touchdown with 3:56 to go. He's in for the touchdown. Caden Boyce. That makes it 48-12, and Boyce will come on to kick the extra point. Kelly Walsh needs to bring an extra man on. So Aiden Emanuelson runs on the field. The snap is back. The hold is good. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 3:56 remaining here in the fourth quarter, it's the Bronx 48, Trojans 13. We're back to Kelly Walsh High School right after this.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you a quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
Loans can help people when they need money. Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union makes loans. So does that mean Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union helps people? You bet it does. That's what it's all about. When you're a credit union member, that means you're also an owner. And practically anyone in the Sheridan area can be a member by becoming a customer. At Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union, located at 141 South Gould, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Kelly Walsh High School. Caden Boyce has it teed up as the Bronx give up a late touchdown here. 48-13, the Bronx with the big lead. Steele and Kettner back deep for the Bronx. See if I doubt they onside here, but it's always a chance. And he does. And the ball is going to be picked up and down there by Chance Morris. Got right on top of it, so it'll be Bronx football at their own 41-yard line. And the clock just continues to tick away. So the Bronx will remain undefeated, the only undefeated team in 4A after last week. And they moved to 7-0 on the season after tonight's big win here on the road. Their next test next Friday night at what I think will be probably 6-1 Casper Natrona as they are playing Campbell County tonight. Davidson gives the ball straight ahead as Kelton Crow, the ball carrier for the Bronx. Crow takes it out across the 44 to about their own 45-yard line. It'll bring up second down for the Bronx. All kinds of backups in there for the Bronx. Malachi Bandy Schmidt in at running back as well. Jackson Lynn out wide receiver here to the near side. Metcalf outside. The give to Kelton Crow. He'll fall forward to about the 47, 48-yard line. It'll bring up a third down for the Bronx. So these youngsters just getting more and more time. As we approach 2 minutes to go, Darren Davidson will get the signal. And up back. And Crow right next to him. He'll give it to Crow. Actually, Darren keeps it, and he's going to stumble forward to right at midfield. And it'll bring up fourth down and about a long one for the Bronx. With 1:45 to go here in the ball game. So Davidson, as the clock winds down here on 4th down, 4th and 2, the give to Crow. Crow, push forward. He's going to fall forward. He's going to have enough for the first down, and that's going to be enough to where the Bronx can they got the first down, then go into victory formation now if they want to. And they will. They're going to bring the starters back in to go into victory formation with 1 minute remaining. The Bronx get that first down they needed. And the Lady Bronx are headed to a 5th set with Natrona as they lose the 4th set 25-16. So 2 sets apiece between Sheridan and Natrona. They'll head to a 5th set across town. And Cale Gilbertson will take the snap and take a knee with under 30 seconds, and that's going to be the last time they have to even snap the ball. And that will do it. The Sheridan Bronx are going to win this thing tonight 48-13 and move to 7-0 on the season. So a nice job, both sides of the ball. We'll see if Coach Mowry can come and talk to us after the game tonight and see what his perspectives on tonight's game were as the Bronx answered the bell of coming on the road and getting another victory. They win it tonight 48-13. They move to 7-0 and will retain that number 1 ranking as we head into week 8 of the football season. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Sheridan Bronx postgame show. You're listening to Bronx Football on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM.
If you have employees coming to stay for an extended time in Sheridan, make them feel at home with a room at the Candlewood Suites. These extended stay rooms feature fully equipped kitchens, including a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding view of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll have more than just a room. They'll feel right at home. Call 307-675-2100.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number 1 in a number 2 business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
Find the power you want with the comfort you deserve in an all-new Ram 1500 Heavy Duty or TRX during Ram Truck Power Days. There's a reason U.S. News and World Report named Ram Truck the best truck brand for 2022. Towing, hauling, or just enjoy the ride. Ram Truck will take you anywhere you want to go. Visit Sheridan Motors' brand new location at 3270 Wrench Drive to see what's in stock and what's coming soon. Get your power on at Sheridan Motors.
If you have employees coming to stay for an extended time in Sheridan, make them feel at home with a room at the Candlewood Suites. These extended stay rooms feature fully equipped kitchens, including a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding view of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll have more than just a room. They'll feel right at home. Call 307-675-2100.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number 1 in a number 2 business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
First First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Casper Kelly Walsh High School, Harry Geldine Stadium, as the Bronx defeat Kelly Walsh Trojans tonight 48-13 to move to 7-0 on the season. Looks like both Tongue River and Bighorn are going to both get wins tonight as well. So all three Sheridan County teams seem to be still moving in a positive direction. Tongue River still undefeated. Bighorn hasn't lost since week 1. So one loss between the three Sheridan County teams. Not too shabby so far this season. Again, the Bronx big winners tonight, 48-13. As we continue here on the postgame show, we'll try to keep you updated on the Sheridan Lady Bronx volleyball team as they play across town here in Casper tonight. They are starting the 5th and final set with the Lady Phillies tonight over there at Casper Natrona High School. Coming up, we will talk with Sheridan head coach Jeff Mowry. When we start the post-game show, we'll also have the Blowdorn Lumber highlight show coming up when we come back to Casper Kelly Walsh High School. You're listening to Bronx Football on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM.
This is the First Federal postgame show. We'll be back to wrap up tonight's game right after this from First Federal.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
Take advantage of Jeep Adventure Days this month at Sheridan Motors. From the open road to the Bighorn Mountains, Jeep is always ready for the ride. Visit Sheridan Motors at 3270 Wrench Drive and check out our all-new Jeep inventory, accessories, gifts, and more. Premium 2022 Jeep vehicles are in stock now, with even more coming soon, so don't miss out. Excellent financing and special incentives may be available to those who qualify. Come see what Jeep Adventure Days is all about at Sheridan Motors.
You have a new prescription to be filled, but where should you go? Hi, this is Vandalyn Meyer with Hospital Pharmacy West. Visit us and see what a local hometown pharmacy is like. Keeping all your prescriptions in one place makes it much easier for you, and knowing your medication history helps our pharmacists answer your questions. We look forward to seeing you at Hospital Pharmacy and Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hometown pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Projects are complex and full of communication hurdles. WWC Engineering is a multidisciplinary engineering firm that's been serving the Rocky Mountain region since 1980. WWC's range of consulting services is broad and employs an exceptional staff that has worked on a multitude of conservation district and water resource projects, giving them the experience from ground and surface water rights to irrigation and stream restoration. WWC Engineering. Call 672-0761 or visit them at wwcengineering.com.
When you're ready to take the next step with your business, you need a partner you can trust. Hi, I'm David Hubert from First Bank of Wyoming. Team up with our local commercial lenders who know this community and strive to build lasting relationships focused on your success. Call us at 672-1733 or stop by our office at 1470 Sugarland Drive, Suite 2 to get started today. First Bank of Wyoming, Division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Doris Muller with ERA Carroll Realty, inviting your kiddos to enter the coloring contest inside our October Real Estate Guide. We have 4 age groups, and each age group will win 3 prizes, a $25, $20, or $10 gift card to Dairy Queen. Color the pumpkin inside the real estate guide, include your name and phone number, and drop it off at ERA Carroll Realty. Look for the guide in racks around town or in the stand in front of our office on North Main in Sheridan. Entry deadline is October 21st.
Are you thinking about going to college, but you're not sure where to start? Sheridan College is here to help guide you every step of the way. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday during business hours to meet with an enrollment expert and get your questions answered about financing, whether to go full or part-time, degree programs, and more. With over 50 programs of study, they truly have something for everyone. Find out more at sheridan.edu.Sheridan College. Begin your journey.
Brand identity is an integral part of your company. It's how the public views your organization and relates to your business. The folks at Alpha Graphics are experts in helping you grow your brand through strategic and consistent marketing plans. Their goal is to help you get noticed and get business. Go to alphagraphicssheridan.com to request a quote today, or stop by their new location at 2266 North Main Street in Sheridan.
For a great time, come out and watch the Sheridan Broncs as they go for another winning season.
You can't beat high school sports when it comes to the Sheridan Broncs. These young men give it their all with pride and strive to bring home that win.
That's right, Kathleen. With hard work and dedication, that makes us all proud to live in a great community in Sheridan, Wyoming.
If you're looking for a team that works hard with dedication, call Kathleen and Jack at Best Real Estate, eXp Realty, at 307-763-1249.
Call Kathleen and Jack. Get ready to pack.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Casper Kelly Walsh High School, Harry Gilding Stadium, where the Broncs moved to 7-0 on the season with a 48-13 win. And pretty convincingly, head coach Jeff Mallory is with us now here on the postgame show. And Coach, you got things, they won the toss, and a lot of times teams don't want to give you the ball first just because of the way your returns are, but they elected to defer. You guys took the ball and marched right down the field and scored. Your thoughts on how the game started out tonight?
Now, first off, Trevor, I gotta give a shout out to Trevor. Sorry, Shane. Got to give a shout out to Trevor at home, and then I hear the ad First Federal State Bank and Savings Bank. DJ Dearcorn, I hear him on the radio. He's definitely got a face for radio as well, DJ. And so, first off, just a good start for our offense. I was hoping to be able to field that return. They kick a line drive kickoff, which I was hoping we'd be able to field, and we missed that, get a touchback. And we thought that we saw some things on their first few plays that we could be able to take advantage of a weak side trap play, and we got some good runs out of that, and then hit a pass over the top. So it was a good way to start 7-0 and get up in a hurry.
It's nice to get off the bus and just be able to respond and get things going in your favor right away.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you play on the road, as good as we've been on the road, it's tough to play. It's not a field we're used to. It's a grass surface, which we don't play on very often, and it's a little muddy down there. I'm not sure if they had rain down here or just overwatered, but it's muddy down there, and so we got to keep our footing. And the guys they came out and executed pretty cleanly, especially on offense, and our special teams besides kickoff was pretty clean in the first half.
Well, you and I talked in a pregame show about their kickoff return team, and that they were pretty darn good, and they showed it tonight. And that's maybe one area tonight where you may be a little bit disappointed on their kick returns was pretty solid.
Yeah, they were, and we got a little better throughout the game. We adjusted. We've got to spend some time on film and get better on that team. It's been a place where we've been missing tackles all season, and it's a place that we've been fortunate enough that they haven't taken one to the house yet, and we've got to just clean that up, and the coach has got to go to work and solidify our scheme and get guys in the right places.
I thought your downfield blocking tonight on those pass plays, even the short little screen plays, the bubble screens you threw, the receivers did a better job this week than what they did a week ago against East.
Yeah, Coach Gilbertson's done a good job with those guys working on their feet and keep their hands inside. And we still had a couple holdings on the edge there, but overall, really not bad on the edge. We're blocking down, we're getting the edge on some jet sweep stuff, and we're getting the edge on some power read stuff outside. And so it's been good to see the edge run game come along. And it's something that we've got to be able to balance out in our run game when we can hit it vertical with the trap stuff inside and then get on the edge as well.
got a defensive score tonight. Colson stripped the ball. And I mean, it was kind of a scrum, and then all of a sudden you just see Colson shoot out the backside, and he was gone for the touchdown.
Just a savvy football play by a veteran player. He saw the ball exposed, went in there and just took it, and then was off to the races. I think it did surprise us, probably even the refs as well. And just a heads up play by a guy that knows the game of football.
Sure. So as you look forward, obviously you got some young guys, some nice minutes tonight. You got to that running clock and saw some good things from, Taryn Groom did a good job, and I thought Darren kind of ran the offense a little more efficiently. Even with the backups in there, they were able to move down and score a touchdown, which you have to be really happy with.
Yeah, they did a good job. I was really pleased with the O-line that came in and kept rolling in those backups. They did a really nice job, and the last fourth down there had a great push. We needed 3 yards, and they got a great push and finished it off for us. Anytime you can get guys reps on a Friday night, that's really critical. And we saw some good reps out of those guys you mentioned there, and everybody that stepped on the field really, like I've said to Trevor and you, Shane, throughout the year, we haven't had a coach effort. These guys play hard, which is awesome, and they continue to play hard. And when kids play hard, we can put them in the right position, and that's our job as coaches. And it's hard to coach effort, and we haven't had to do that much this year. And so really pleased with that, and we'll continue to work scheme and get our guys in the right spots.
Now a big one next week. Obviously, you got to come right back down here next week, and Natrona is big and physical, and that's something you have to work towards now.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been on a roll, and they've just been dominating people. You watch what they did to Rock Springs last week, and I don't know what their score is this week, but they're big and physical up front. They held a Cheyenne's team to 33 points early in the season, and they gave them 6 turnovers. And so their defense is always very, very solid. Coach Harshman's done a tremendous job, and he has, guys that have been on his staff for a number of years. Tyrone's been the defensive coordinator since 94 or something like that. And so they're going to be sound, and you can guarantee that. And we've got to really go to work on film, find some spots where we can take advantage of them, because they're going to be bigger, faster, and stronger than us. And so we've got to put our guys in positions to be successful.
Very good. And they are cruising at Campbell tonight, 41-6.
Yeah,
they're
good football team.
They are on a roll. So, well, good job tonight, and get after it next week.
Appreciate it, Shane.
Head coach Jeff Mowry here on the post-game show. We'll come back after this break. We'll have the Blowdorn Lumber Highlight Show coming up next.
Hi, this is Jill Bates with the Best Team.
And this is Colton Bates. Deciding the best time to get something done can be hard, whether it's moving, starting a family, or even having dinner.
For us, Colton, best time is anytime our clients need us. Buying or selling your home requires around-the-clock attention to new issues that surface.
Best time also takes into account that your needs may vary, so we create a plan that fits your schedule and puts your mind at ease.
Know that the best time for you is our time, and the Best Team is here to get your deal done.
Call 675-BEST, that's 675-BEST, and visit bestwi.net today.
I scream, you scream, we all scream. It's almost Halloween. So stop into Bomber Mountain Nutrition and try one of their Halloween-themed drinks like Eerie Energy, Spooky Smoothie, or one of their great pumpkin spiced options. And don't miss out on those Hocus Pocus specials next week. From shakes, smoothies, energy drinks, Manchester Street coffees, protein-packed drinks, to pre- and post-workout drinks. You can also turn any smoothie or shake into a protein-packed bowl or waffle. Look for updates on Facebook and Instagram and order delivery on DoorDash. Or come into Bomber Mountain Nutrition at 41 East 1st Street.
Sunday Prime Rib Brunch at the Ramada Plaza by Wyndham in Sheridan is every Sunday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Enjoy succulent grade A choice prime rib and plenty of breakfast entrees, brunch side dishes, and desserts. Adults are $26, seniors $20, kids 6 to 11 are $15, and kids 5 and under are free. No reservations necessary. Every Sunday for the Prime Rib Brunch from 10 until 2 at the Ramada Plaza in Sheridan.
Wyoming corporate office is located at 30 North Gould Street in Sheridan, and they provide a myriad of services. What is a registered agent, you may ask? The real question is, what aren't they? Wyoming corporate office can assist you in forming your LLC or Wyoming-based corporation, provide mail forwarding service, and accept legal and financial documents, and so much more. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
Are you looking to ease a financial burden, secure college funding, make home improvements, consolidate debt? Hi, this is Matt with Homestar. These are all things we can help you with. Don't let national news stop you from exploring options to solve your problems and ease your mind. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming is proud to welcome fellowship-trained sports medicine surgeon Dr. Daniel Lichty to their world-class team. Whether you're an athlete or wanting to continue your active lifestyle, Dr. Lichty proudly offers a full spectrum of bone, joint, and muscle care to help you stay strong. Visit bhosc.com to learn more. Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming, specializing in what moves you. Now open in Sheridan at 1301 Avon Street, Suite A at the Burton Flats.
The Wyoming Way. Living in the 307 is close to heaven, and the home we love is made all the better when we take care of our neighbors. When you bank with the Bank of Sheridan, your money stays here, working in our community as hard as you do. We offer great rates and service, and all loan decisions are made locally. You work hard out there. Let us do the same for you. Stop by today and experience the local difference. It's the Wyoming Way. BuffaloFed.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford is Ford dealerships, state of Wyoming. Have a large selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs for sale. Stop by Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford to order your new Ford Bronco or Ford truck. Their experienced sales team are there to help. When you shop Fremont, you can count on them to deliver an exceptional dealership experience from start to finish. Visit FremontMotorsSheridan.com or stop by 1658 Coffin Avenue.
The Wyoming Way. Living in the 307 is close to heaven, and the home we love is made all the better when we take care of our neighbors. When you bank with the Bank of Sheridan, your money stays here, working in our community as hard as you do. We offer great rates and service, and all loan decisions are made locally. You work hard out there. Let us do the same for you. Stop by today and experience the local difference. It's the Wyoming Way. BuffaloFed.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford is one of the largest Ford dealerships in the state of Wyoming. They have a large selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs for sale. Stop by Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford to order your new Ford Bronco or Ford truck. Their experienced sales team are there to help. When you shop Fremont, you can count on them to deliver an exceptional dealership experience from start to finish. Visit FremontMotorsSheridan.com or stop by 1658 Coffin Avenue.
The weather is so unpredictable this time of year. Is your vehicle or tires ready? Chris Hayden with Hammer Chevrolet.
Bob, with our tire price match guarantee, you don't have to wait for a tire sale. We carry all the brand name tires at the guaranteed lowest price. If your vehicle's in need of any mechanical repairs, we have the latest in diagnostic and repair equipment. We offer an oil change, tire rotation, and 27-point inspection. Hammers is your full-service dealership, and we value your business. Schedule online at hammerchevy.com or call us.
It's time for the Blowdorn Lumber Highlight Show. Stay tuned for all the action from tonight's game right after this from Blowdorn Lumber. It doesn't matter the weather. It's always grilling season with the Traeger grill. You can grill, smoke, baste, roast, braise, and barbecue, and with temperature controls. No more burned food. Check out the Traeger grills at Blowdorn Lumber in Sheridan. And while you're there, pick up a cookbook and some rubs and sauces too. Find your new Traeger grill at Blowdorn Lumber, serving Sheridan since 1957.
You buy it right, when you build it right, when you start the pros. That's Blowdorn Lumber.
Welcome back to Harry Gilding Stadium for tonight's highlight show as we get ready to go on the very first possession the Bronx had tonight. They drove down the field, and from the 50-yard line, they got Cale Gilbertson to hit Dane Steele on a 50-yard touchdown pass. The kick was blocked, but the Bronx led 6-0. After punt and a turnover, the Bronx got the ball back, and Colson Coon, with 1:33 left, Colson Coon scored from 6 yards out. The extra point was good, made it 13-0 in favor of the Bronx. After that touchdown, Sheridan took the lead 13-0 in to the second quarter. On the very first play of the second quarter, Cale Gilbertson hit Dean Steele on a 15-yard touchdown. The Bronx led 20-0. 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 And then with 5:33, and then with 5:50 left in the second quarter, it was Steele to Kuhn, 18 yards. On a little end around, Kettner to Steele to Kuhn. The kick was good, and the Bronx led 27-0. 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 And then again with 5:33 remaining in the second quarter, on defense, Kelly Walsh, running back, ran into the group of Sheridan defenders. Colson Kuhn stripped the ball from the runner, shot out the backside, 35 yards for the touchdown. The kick was good. The Bronx led 34-0. 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 Well, that was the highlight of Cale Gilbertson hitting Don Barricade for 66 yards. The kick was good, and then the yard led 41-0. After that, Sheridan's Terran Grooms had a 1-yard touchdown run. The kick was good. The Bronx led 48-0 with 5:05 remaining in the third quarter. 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 Kelly Walsh would get a couple late touchdowns, a 56-yard touchdown run from Mecky Boger, and a 10-yard touchdown run from Caden Boyce. And they moved to 7-0 on the season. 7-0 on the season. Kelly Walsh on the That's going to wrap it up from High School, everyone. Our video guy, I'm Shane Parker. You've been listening to Sheridan Bronx Football. KWYO.